One's cooperating. The great battle between father and mom. Who shall the children not listen to? And who shall they listen to? Oh, they're going to listen to mom. They're going to listen to mom.
So get a hot pocket. Dad will give him a hot pocket. You want a hot pocket? You better say it.
You want a hot pocket? You better.
You want a hot pocket right now? You want to talk to Mr. Spoon?
Or Madam Spatula?
That's right. Smackula. I think Mara's going to be so overjoyed of what happened to Tobias. She's going to be so happy.
Why? What happened? I'm scared.
As you should be.
Oh.
I'm scared.
Oh, that's right. It was Sam that wasn't there.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
I was with my in-laws.
You have not known horror. You have not known horror until you know what happened.
I don't know. She was with her in-laws.
No, I actually like my in-laws.
No, this is 10 times worse.
It's at least twice as worse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, twice as
literally.
worse. Mm-hmm, literally.
Did Tobias get married or something?
I've updated my... Yeah, kind of. I updated to the only person that could put up with him. I updated my my title, too, to reflect the last few adventures, too. So. You really know how to... You must have thought long and hard about doing that.
Yeah, I had it written up on a separate idea I was working with, and then once you guys decided to con Despader instead of actually trying to get Despader and Zarel to like inadvertently work together, it felt awesome, like a good idea. Because you do really love yourself. And you absolutely
not wrong.
Believe that.
There we go.
And with that... Oh, hi, everybody. How we doing?
Hi.
Game night. Looks like my son is slowly getting connected.
Awesome.
Asborn should be on shortly as well. Yeah. It's like, oh, I forgot. Give me 10 minutes. So, my son's about to not be a teenager anymore, I believe. He will soon, in the month of July, be 20. If I recall correctly.
They don't change much.
Yeah. Yeah.
The 0 means nothing?
Oh, it definitely is interesting watching him work this year. I thought that was, I enjoy the conversations we're having. Working at Disney's been pretty fun too.
Like, they make me do things and then they pay me.
They just pay us to stand around and chop onions, Dad. Well, you used to do that for free. Now you get paid. Cool.
There's a guy who counts the onions, and whoever chops the lowest amount of onions gets fired. That's probably Disneyland in the backstage part of it.
Yeah.
They have like
I feel
Disney
like
demons.
Tamara's got some good Disney horror stories.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
No, mine were actually not too bad.
No horror stories?
It was mostly guests.
Which
were
princess
ridiculous.
was you? What princess did you play?
I did not play a princess. I auditioned
No?
for several of them. I actually worked on the Monsters and Cried.
Oh,
I wore an outfit that made me look like a bus driver. It was very classy.
awesome.
Yeah, I've seen those
Yes,
outfits.
very
They're
good.
horrendous.
Yeah.
They're pretty awful.
They're like, hey, let's make everybody look as horribly dumpy as possible in our costumes. Okay.
Pretty much.
But it was fun. I liked working there. It was a good time. It's great when you're in college.
Yeah,
I've
it's a good
heard that
college
if you're
job.
young, I've heard if you're young, it's a real fun place to play
Yeah,
or work
that
and
too.
play.
Or if you're in the SCA, you can be like 58 and still work there.
Which they still
We
do.
had some old timers.
That
This is
one
the first
gal
job
from,
I ever got.
Yeah, well,
Walt Disney hired me.
hey, you worked there for 40 years. You retire well.
Yeah. I doubt they'll let anybody retire from there, though.
They shrink you down and put you in Small World.
That's right.
You're
And
not
then
supposed to be
part
giving
of
away
the
the
magic
secret.
forever. And then
Don't
you're
give
part of the
away the
magic forever.
secrets.
That's where they put all the lost children.
Recap,
that was in the Peter Pan
recap,
ride.
recap. There he is.
Porn.
There's my battle buddy.
Battle buddy.
There he is. Bash.
Big bag.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
how big he got.
Wow,
Them
look at those
legs.
little chunky
The
legs.
chunky thighs.
Chonk.
A hero never sleeps. Very
Cute.
true.
Ah, he knows, huh? Better shred some more paper so he goes to sleep tonight. You guys just bring the paper shredder into your room. You're like, I don't know
So
what it is.
happy Tuesday, everybody. We are deep into the ending arc of this campaign.
We don't want it to end.
You can't
As
have that.
the escape from Avernus has occurred, the deal with the Spader concluded in a very kind of disparaging way, and a very unique kind of endorsement of Tobias's behavior, as he has been duplicitied, as there are now two Tobiases. A good Tobias and an evil Tobias.
What's the difference?
None.
I was gonna say.
There's quite literally two of them now.
He's just a twin. That's all.
It's not even a twin, it's a mirror.
Yeah.
It's so much fun to play with too.
It's like a mirror
We're-
image. So it's
I
like
can
it's
do
not
my own
the
river dance
traditional
now.
Side by side twin. It's just this weird reflective twin. It's really bizarro.
So if you
Sarah
put
Lee.
something in one hand, the other one gets it. If you
Wait,
take
really?
one of them, the other one
Mhm.
disappears. It's
Oh my
fun.
god.
But
Yes.
they can't separate. He's always
If I
like-
attack, the other one attacks.
If you pick up one of them, the other one gets picked up.
I am in
The other
love
one
with this idea.
levitates.
So many things have happened. He shot me already. That happened.
Yeah.
She asked for it.
Oh
did.
my
She
god.
said, "Throw a dagger at me." I go, "I'm," and I threw a dagger and
Technically,
missed.
that's what I asked for.
And I said, "Well,
We pretty
I'm not
missed.
good
Poke
at."
So he
one.
shot me.
If we poke
I'm not really
one,
good with the
other one
dagger.
gets poked.
If you flick the ears, both ears get flicked.
That's amazing.
A lot of things have happened.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Already getting
Yeah,
sick
we
of
had
it.
fun.
You were canoodling with your lady while all of this happened, so you missed most of it.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
You needed some
Because
canoodling
after
time the
escaping
house.
Avernus, after making the pact with Zarel, and that pact was accepted by Tobias, therefore Tobias was gifted with the curse of the duplicit. And now that is the presentation of the pact. And the agreement, if I recall, was to... Anybody remember the pact?
Tobias should. He's the one that made it.
I don't know. I just shook hands.
Didn't read the
Oh,
fine
dear.
print.
Let's see.
There was fine print.
Well, I mean, there was a pact made. I was just curious if anybody took notes, you know.
If there's
don't know if
anything
you-
my lawyer husband has taught me is that you always read the contract before you sign.
I don't know. It said we bargained with. I put the only thing that I put was we bargained with Zarel for help with the Chained Oblivion,
So we just made a deal
Right.
with the devil. Cool.
and we
Yeah,
finished the pact
literally.
with Dispater.
I'm pretty sure, doesn't he go away? Like the other one goes away when the Chain Oblivion has been dealt with?
Oh, that was the pact was a little bit vague, somewhat, and it was the agreement was made that this particular group, the Storm Chasers, would track down whatever Qualish has become, deal with Qualish, and recover Qualish's intent or whatever he's doing, and then provide proof that the Chained Oblivion or the chaos of annihilation has been dealt with. And upon completion of this pact, the outcome of the duplicit pact will resolve itself.
Did we
dealt with
say
is
So
kind of
track down
vague.
Qualish, find out what he's doing, obtain proof. Sorry, typing one-handed. Obtain proof.
Just watch Sebastian go.
Obtain
That the Chained Oblivion has been dealt with.
Oblivion has been.
And I know for a fact one of those we're not going to be able to do, so I'll be the first pirate in hell.
Right.
so?
And
If we
and
do
then
this,
and then
we get Tobias's curse lifted, but does Zarel stay in hell?
It was described as she would remain in her domain, which is
Okay.
what she was originally doing to begin with before the Chained Oblivion fooled her into the trick, or at least the corrupted form of Qualish had done the fooling. But she describes the conclusion of the pact as something that comes to an end. It wasn't really a lifting of a curse or anything. It was just the conclusion of the pact.
Okay.
Typical devil speak, I would guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't trust. I got to figure out a way.
That
to
that
double-cross
if
her.
you agree to this pact, I promise I won't kill you. Kind of conversation. All of you,
Now-
after escaping Avernus and being returned back to the surface, found out that no time had passed. It was as if you were gone
Interesting.
and
We know
come
it's
back
he's gonna
within
die.
milliseconds. All of you gathered up at the. Pull up the Hollyhead notes. I think you went back to the inn.
The crazy cats or whatever.
Yeah.
Crazy cat.
Back
Crooked
to
cat.
the
Went to
Crooked
the cat's
Cat
meow.
Inn,
The
with a
two Ks.
familiar elven gentleman
Cats.
behind the bar. Talil was there as well.
Atil?
A brief, Teal was there as well. A brief kind of evening of questions and trying to figure out what to do. Eventually,
You mean
just
playing
turned
with Tobias?
into everybody getting a long rest.
Yeah.
Yes.
So with that,
have
the evening
acquired a long
passes
rest.
by. So be sure to click off your long rest. Your new level will take effect as we are now level 18.
Yay, another level up.
Excited.
It's good. Oh,
There are 4 possible milestones left. Grand total of 4.
So we could potentially make it to level 22.
so
No.
Is that the highest you
So-
can go? I've never been this high on a
20.
level.
I've never.
Sounds
No, this is the
like-
highest level I've ever been to. No, well, yeah. So anytime you see like a notice of like, hey, there's a dungeon full of rats, we need to go ahead and take that side quest. Okay.
Just like kill all the rats.
Yeah, it's like okay, you guys.
I need to level up.
Yeah,
The great
level
rat
up.
lord Swiss cheese has been vanquished. You milestone. And part of that conversation, which will carry over into the morning, because we did only play for a couple hours last time because we felt that we're at the point where you guys are kind of at that crossroads again and discussing potential locations and potential targets based on what's now become a more clear threat from a standpoint of if the Chained Oblivion or the Great Annihilator of Chaos is involved and utilizing Qualish, Shulaman, and whatever the oracle has become. Whether or not the oracle is truly Zarel as you thought, clearly these 4 components make up something that they're trying to accomplish. Now, there's at least 3 bits of information you've acquired so far. There is whatever this cult is doing in the Morrow Valley regarding these Soul Keeper gems, and the fact that they had been stowing corpses into crates for purposes of wherever they were being sent to. But most of that was thrown into disarray and chaos after you left Trustenwald on fire, as well as I believe you ended up in Zadash avoiding an ambush.
Because my mom is still dealing with that, right?
I mean, as far as you know, she is. You haven't talked to her for a while, so it's been a few. But the Morrow is definitely kind of in a little chaotic state of dealing with whatever these things are, and where they're getting the source stone from, the remaining pieces of obelisk stone from the great obelisk tower that you guys destroyed back in Darktoe. There is still that sentient supposed fey creature, but now we understand it could be possibly a Shadowfell creature. There was also a bit of a hint dropped that, is this traveler really a god? There seemed to be a hint that maybe the traveler's been lying.
It's still my god. He's still my god. He's still my god. I don't know what you guys do. No.
There's
It's
great.
None of us even questioned the sister story. We all just like, oh yeah, the god's sister, sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Wait,
And then, of course, there's the island that was either scryed upon once before and then was laid visible to Mara during one of her ethereal kind of like movement, when she became an ethereal creature. This great corrupted island filled with the original fiendish constructs that you guys had dealt with back in Port Zune, way back in the beginning of this over now 2-year campaign. And of course, there's still some information in regards to some activity that was going on in the Grain Lands up in the Dunrock, that it was believed that Qualish had retreated to and was currently, or Shulaman had retreated to after he was exiled and defeated at the gates of Nicodranus. But for now, it's morning. Samara, you awake, lying next to Atil, who's still kind of blissfully sleeping. You can hear the sounds of others waking up. You can hear doors opening, the sound of the kitchen coming alive down below. A screaming baby terrorizing the hallway.
It's Albin.
But it is
here.
Yeah, Albin's here. Damn it, Mara, take these kids.
Mara's here. No, you got the wrong room.
But it's early morning. Tavern is coming alive. You can hear the sounds of people beginning to arrive down below. All of you are awake in your prospected rooms. What do you guys want to do?
Go down to breakfast? No?
How's Mara feeling this morning?
I mean, alive.
Okay.
I mean, you guys just crawled out of the dankest, darkest, most despicable place you could crawl out of.
And then I drank almost an entire bottle of whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you're pretty hungover at this point. Yeah. I would, give me a con save.
Okay.
Just to at least try to avoid exhaustion.
I'm just gonna...
Was I there when she was drunk?
No, you were tired.
No, Asborn did throw me over his shoulder at one point because I attempted to tell everyone about our travels.
Oh. Because I was going to go downstairs and order you something greasy and disgusting.
So I rolled a 2, but I have a plus 13.
Wow.
I have a 15. But
I
I
would
want to
say,
keep it 2 because it's such a better story.
well, yeah, I mean, the DC actually, strangely enough, I put it 15 because you are a legendary drinker in your own kind of mind. You drank heavily, but not heavily enough to incur exhaustion.
Okay. But I'm feeling pretty rough.
You're feeling rough for
Can
sure.
I drag my way to a... Do I know where Samara's room is?
I mean, it's just right down the hall. You guys are all relatively close to each other.
Samara! Samara!
I'm gonna come outside. You don't have to
It's-
whisper. It's fine.
It smells like water genasi, stagnant pond
Gross.
water, and booze.
Do you have something for my head? It hurts.
Healing? I don't know.
Like a lesser restoration or something?
Let me see. Hold on. I don't think I have restoration. I think that's a fire thing. Maybe I do. Hold on. It sounds like you probably just need food.
The smell of bacon is drifting up into the.
Oh, I've got
Upper.
I've got greater restoration. I can cast that on you.
Okay.
Boop.
Yeah, you kind of just boop her on the nose, and immediately all of her hangover and near exhaustion just kind of fades. You watch as her eyes get a little bit clearer. There's still a slight sour smell to the breath, but her form in all her form kind of like recovers from the very heavy night of drinking.
Oh, thanks. That was a night. Sorry, I didn't want to disturb Adele.
She's fine. Let's go downstairs. I'll order her something.
And as the two of you do that, you watch as two Tobiases come out of his room.
Wait, was I there for the Tobias thing to happen?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna be like, oh my god, I forgot about that.
Hello.
thought I dreamed
What did
that.
we
What's up,
say
Sam?
Tobias's name was? It was Tobias backwards.
Oh yeah, right. I have to look at it now because it was
Like
so
Sabbat or
Sabat.
I don't know.
It's
Sabat.
Sabat.
Sabbat. How do we tell the
Tobias,
difference between them?
Sabat.
Well,
What-
one's
the
just
one that
like
looks evil.
looks like it's got a little
Got
bit
like
of
a little
mange,
mustache?
and it's
They're
like a
just
copy
both
of a copy of a
Tobias.
copy.
Yeah, it's just not quite right.
It's not quite right looking. Yeah.
it's like, its ears a little bit kind of
I
like
know what it's
chewed
like.
on.
Side note, one day a friend of mine who has a twin and didn't tell me about said twin, didn't tell me, and I turned around and I was like, you're him, but not him. That's what this is like.
That's right. I thought the world was right, but it's not.
Okay. Do you eat Sabat?
Yeah. Of course I
They
eat.
And-
both say
And,
that.
yeah,
at the
and
same
every time you talk to one, both talk.
We both answer in unison.
In surround.
I'm not
It's not
even
a different
hungover,
person.
and this is giving
Unless
me
we're doing a
headache.
duet, then we can do different lines from the duet.
No, I don't think you can.
Like
It's
potato,
not a different
potato.
person.
No,
No.
an evil person made this, so it's going to be to my benefit.
You know it's going to evolve.
And it'll be the benefit to your annoyance that they would let me do that.
Yeah.
Right, DM?
I'm not even going to respond to that. That sounds very triggering.
Like when we did potato, potato, we got to do the different lines. So
Yeah, there's
All right,
that.
I'm going down. Let's go down and get some breakfast.
Let's get some breakfast and decide on our next steps.
You hear in stereo.
So eventually, Asborn comes crawling out of her room. Thyson eventually may show up, but as you press your ear to his door, it's heavy snoring and fart noises for the most part. You guys decide to leave him upstairs.
Wizards.
Wizards, yeah. Although with the Despater Pact lifted and the Despater form now withdrawn from Thyson, he is no longer, well, he was
He's
reincarnated.
no longer a tiefling.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a drow now,
He
right?
is now a creepy drow.
Creepy.
As
Or
he
half drow?
Yeah, half
Um,
drow.
yeah, something like that. I think so.
He said half elf drow.
Yeah. And possibly sleeping
So he's
off
half
the
elf, half drow.
No, he's half drow, half human.
Do we know? I mean, he could be half elf, half drow.
It's true.
I
He could be
mean-
half anything else.
It's kind of his call at some point, I think,
Half drow, half
if
elf.
he
can
comes back. Otherwise, it's just a there he is.
He's
You guys
half
can
drow, half
ask him.
minotaur.
Are
He
you half elf,
lives.
half drow, or are you half elf? I mean, half drow, half human. Are you half elf, half goblin? I mean, what's the other half?
I'm half elf, half orc, and then that half orc is half orc, half dwarf, and that half
You're
dwarf,
1/16.
half dwarf.
1/16
So
job.
you're 1/16 everything.
No. It keeps going. Hold on. No, I don't know. Just probably just human.
Half elf, half human.
Yeah.
We should figure it
he-
out. Half elf.
He
think he
wears
should be
really
half
cool
He's a
elf,
drow.
half
He's
gnome.
half elf, he's half drow, half dwarf. A drowf.
Drow.
That's drow.
Drow. I think you should be half elf, half drow, half gnome.
So as all of
Drone.
you gather down in the main portion of the eating area of the tavern / inn of the Crooked Cat, just as you gather at a table, you see a very unfamiliar face as Thyson the Tiefling is no longer, the pact lifted, the curse dealt with, and he is no longer immortal as well.
Oh,
He
snap.
is now truly in his final form.
Don't die, dude. Don't
When you
die.
gather at the breakfast table, what would you like to do with your day?
Eggs, bacon,
Coffee.
orange juice, coffee.
So much coffee.
I mean, the steady greasy and carbohydrates continue to appear on the table. A little bit of the hair of the dog as well, just to kind of take that one little bit of edge off.
I want to make Dyson look like he's puking frogs.
That's fair. It's a tradition with each new reincarnation. He needs to have this. It's not truly him unless he has
It's not
puked
truly
frogs.
him until he's been
Let's
puking
see.
frogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although for now, I think we're using his tiefling profile pic.
And I want
So-
to make sure that my fireflies are still alive after our foray into Avernus.
Go
They're
dig through
still-
the garbage.
They're still functioning. The only thing you notice is they look more fey and less fiend now that you're not in Avernus anymore.
Well, that's good. I'm gonna
I like
throw a
that
piece
better.
And
rotting
most
meat
of
in
you
there
feel
again.
that general kind of like hedonistic, overwhelming kind of just feeling like shit is gradually lifting. Just that place was overwhelming to you.
Hey, Thyson, you bought that unholy water. What's it look like now?
I drank it.
Oh, you drank it? Oh,
You remember when I bought a bottle and then drank it?
yeah, I didn't remember that you drank it. Damn.
Yeah, I drank it.
I feel
Okay.
like after that travel, like I need to find a temple to the Wild Mother and go like cleanse myself.
Hollyhead's a pretty small
Yeah.
smuggler's town. There's one kind of Unitarian
Create water
chapel.
over your head.
I mean, there's a
Create
Unitarian
water.
chapel in the middle of town, run by kind of like creepy furbog priest. He puts on little puppet shows with a red puppet called Melmo. Just super creepy. But you could use his chapel if you want to.
I'm good. As we're traveling, I'm sure I'll find a forest. I can commune with some trees.
I'm gonna take some water from the table and I'm going to bless it and I'm going to splash it on you.
It burns, and you watch his demon wings pop out. No, I'm just kidding.
Does not.
I mean, it's just an awkward. Fire's just splashing water on you.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, Stop.
But
Okay,
it's holy
stop.
water. It should
It's
make
fine.
you feel better.
I'll pray. I'll pray later. So we need to decide what we want to do to be able to find Qualish. Did we have any leads?
We could scry on him again.
I can pop into the ethereal plane again.
Didn't you almost get trapped there last time?
I mean, I did die.
Yeah.
But, like, this. If
How about
I
we
die
just
again,
look at the ethereal plane instead of hopping into it?
I don't know how to do that.
I
Like,
am
can
going
someone
to
tether me? Can someone
bamf
tie?
you. I'm gonna bamf you with true seeing. Let's see. Do I have it prepared?
Are we doing this in the middle of this common room with everybody
Yep,
here?
sure are. Right
Cool.
here. At this table.
We're only 2 levels from godhood. What the hell are they gonna do about it?
Hey, I'm pretty sure I gave that guy like a couple of platinum last night.
Yeah, he should
I
not
might
complain.
own the bar now.
As they do this, I'm going to go message my family council about what happened in hell and the new information we have on Qualish.
Okay. I would also say at some point in the morning, Mar, you got an update from Brecht, from the Brecht compound. They have received reports that the situation in the Morrow Valley has settled a bit, and that currently who they believe to be the leader of the cult might actually be trapped in an abandoned warehouse district of Rexentrum, and your mother and a series of agents are dealing with it.
My mother or her mother?
Samara, your mother.
Oh,
Sorry.
my mother. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so one thing off our list. Check.
Yep. So do we want to do this here or do we want to do this up in our room?
I guess here is fine. We all fit here.
I mean, there's not really many people here. There's a couple people at another table eating their breakfast. Every now and then someone comes off to drop supplies off at the bar. It's still relatively early in the morning.
Okay. You want it? I mean, do you want it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. And I'm going to touch your forehead and I'm going to say my magic word and I'm going to give you true seeing.
And what does that do?
This spell gives the willing creature you touch the ability to see things as they actually are. For the duration, the creature has true sight, notices secret doors hidden by magic, and can see into the ethereal plane, all out to a range of 120 feet. But you can see into the ethereal
I
plane.
would say because of that spell, you can be anchored in both the prime and the ethereal plane when you do this. So that if something nefarious happens, that spell will give you more clarity of sight and advantage on saves and ability checks.
Okay.
When you pop into the ethereal plane.
All right.
Let me cast it on my character sheet.
So,
The hell's a character sheet, man?
all right. So last time I went into the ethereal plane, everything was just like a terrible hellscape and awfulness. Do I see any semblance of that this time? Is it the same? Everything is awful.
Everything is awful.
As you cross over, the last time
He
you
agrees.
the last time you came into this position, the gate on Dark Toe was still active, and all that hadn't been dealt with yet.
Right.
The ethereal plane seems a little bit more calm. There's not much activity going on, but the veil is thin. Like, you feel like the difference between the prime and the ethereal existence is weakening, almost as if some barrier that would normally keep the magics in order and contained. And there's a bit of nausea that kind of overwhelms you for a moment, but your gaze goes out and you're in the ethereal space. You can feel the tether of yourself anchored onto the prime. And overall, you're feeling kind of okay about what's going on.
Okay.
Then you focus and you start looking. You actually take a moment to look towards where you know Darktoe to be. And there's just this great emptiness there. And it feels like it's healing, like the veil's trying to heal, but something's preventing it from healing. And then you see the tendril for the first time kind of just arcing off into the distance. And then you see another one and another one. And wherever these tendrils start, you can see like almost like a contusion or shred of energy that's like absorbing into these tendrils. These tendrils all kind of coalesce and are very thin, and they reach deep into your ethereal sight. And there you can see the familiar island, but it looks very different to you this time. It is completely devoid of constructs. All the fiends and creatures that were there once before are now gone. Circling and dipping in between the ethereal plane and the material plane is that creature that you guys had dealt with or tried to deal with so long ago. Swimming, undulating, its long tentacles behind its form, huge blackened silver masses of those fish creatures swimming underneath it. And it seems to be circling the island. The plateau of the island still extends very high, this huge darkened tower. See these great heaps and mounds of skeletal remains and skulls. And then in a cage on top of that huge tower, you could see a gnome. Very much
And Qualish was a gnome, right?
very much emaciated. Clearly starving. Looks very sickly. You see lesions on their face and hands and arms that are exposed.
Do I have a concept of where geographically this would line up in the material plane?
Give me a survival check with advantage because you
It's
do
like-
have the tethered sight.
Survival. Oh, that's
Damn, I was going to say guidance.
really bad. It wouldn't have helped. 8. At least
8.
it wasn't the natural 1 that was the first roll.
I mean, you focus on the energy. You look at where the tendrils are extending from Darktoe. You can see some tendrils arcing and over, coming from somewhere deep, deep into the Dwendalian Empire. You see other tendrils kind of like coming in from the Nicodranus area and then maybe slightly north of the Nicodranus area. And you're trying to gauge all that and guide it, but your vision blurs and distends and distorts the deeper you try to focus on where that island is. And there's just like this briefest of moments. You hear like an echo of a footfall or something moving, and it distracts you for a moment. You kind of begin to look around. You feel like something else is here, but you can't see it. Just hear the echoes of it, almost as if it's in between the spaces somehow.
Okay, aside from the flashes and the tendrils, do I see anything that would be causing the weakness between the realms?
Give me an Arcana check.
Can you give me something I'm good at? Ugh. 10.
I mean, it's hard to really tell. This place is just so unique unto itself. The energy and the magic here. The only thing you notice is that the tendrils appear to be flowing away towards the island where Qualish is kept.
Okay, so like being drawn to the island or being cast at the island?
Being drawn out of the veil and in the direction of the island.
Okay.
And it's at that moment you feel your finger move through the veil. You've never experienced that before. Then your hand moves through it, almost like it's become an electric membrane that's so thin to the touch.
Good. All right. Like one quick glance around. Don't see anything else. I'm gonna pop back to the material.
Okay. You're back with everybody else. It collapses around you. There was a shadow that moved past you just as you came out of the ethereal plane and back into the anchor spot, back into where you're sitting at the table, looking at all of your friends sitting there as well.
How long does True Sight last?
An hour, I believe.
Can I see what it was? Just a shadow?
Just a shadow.
Weird. That's creepy.
Yeah, it's an hour.
Okay. So I explain as much as I can, everything that I saw, the wellish in the cage.
You couldn't tell which direction it was?
No. I got a little bit turned around. It was central of everything. Like it wasn't in the Dwendalian Empire. It wasn't in Nicodranus. I wasn't sure.
Where are the graying lands? You said that
they're in the deep border. The Graying Lands are north of the Dunrock Mountains. They're the furthest northern border of the frigid tundra region. I mean, it's cold there all the time. Spring, summer, winter. It's just maybe spring and summer not quite as cold, but it is considered a frozen landscape. It's probably most notable landmarks that would be common knowledge to all of you is the Kavergard volcano that resides there. There's the old ruins of a dwarven town or a city called Urlis. There's also a uniquely held kingdom there called Uthadern. It is jointly ruled by an elven queen and a dwarven king. And a dwarven king and an elven queen currently that reign there. Other than that, it's a vast, just tundra-like wasteland that you could easily get lost. It does have a close proximity to the Savalier Wood, which is considered a very much fey-tainted and corrupted woodland as well.
What about could this be one of like the fingers, the Crag's fingers? No. What are they called?
The Stormlord's fingers, the Stormlord shrines that you guys have dealt with 3 times now, I believe.
Would that be what I saw, the mountain thing?
I mean, it definitely had a comparable height.
You're muted. Fire. You're muted.
Right. It was an island, right? They were out in the water?
Yeah, it was an island. It was an island.
Okay.
And she
what about the traveler? Could he point us? Because it was the pet, right? That's what I was seeing. Could the traveler point us in the right direction? Did you ask him?
I think it's probably a good plan.
We don't even know who that guy is.
I'm gonna
you're
try.
not there.
God, let it be. Just
it's probably Qualish.
It probably is, but then he'll know where the island is, so it's fine, and it works in our favor.
What is the... I mean, should I try the actual divine... what's it called? I've never tried.
Well, why don't you just see if
divine
you can
guidance?
chat with him?
Divine guidance.
It's just like
divine intervention.
Why don't we use that eye?
I mean, you are level 18 now, so if you roll on on D100, 18 or less.
I know. Let's try scrying first, and then I'll ask the traveler.
Okay, what are you going to try to scry on? The description that Mara just gave you?
Yes.
Okay. So you're setting that up. What are the rest of you doing while Fire's getting ready to scry?
Can I just
first
hit her with some guidance?
Death ward.
First,
I'm going to cast Death Ward on myself.
Is there anything within 10 feet of me that's invisible or cannot be seen?
I can tell him.
Why?
Because I have that ability now.
Oh, can you see invisible things?
No, it's even better.
What's better than that?
About to find out.
Don't be a smartass. Okay. That was good. So it's blind sense. You're able, if I can hear, which I can, you are aware of the location of any hidden or invisible creature within 10 feet of you.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
I would say your 10-foot surroundings are safe until you look over at your duplicit self.
Mm-hmm.
At the base of your duplicit self, there are dozens of skeletal hands constantly clawing at his feet.
Oh, gross.
That's not.
Oh.
I can see that too, right?
Um,
With my true sight?
yeah, oh yeah, if you have true sight that's still up, yeah, you could see that as well. It's almost like a purple and blackish vapor that looks like skeletal hands, and they're just constantly pawing at the feet
That's gross.
of Tobias.
Does anyone else look weird? Like, does Tyson look weird? Oh, he's not here, is he?
No, he's come down. You guys are all together.
I'm here, man.
No, Thyson looks.
Does he look normal now, finally? Like, I never got
I
the
mean,
chance
I don't
to
know
see
if
him.
I'd ever describe anything as normal with him, but he
I'm in his
looks.
chest, no.
I mean, he actually looks about as rooted as he's ever been. The realization that he's now mortal, but with all the power that he's gained over time, lifted from the god's curse that both the Stormlord issued upon him, and then was dealt with via the attempted lifting of the curse by the Wild Mother, which actually triggered the Despater mark of the Despater. All of that finally elevated and gone and lifted off of his form. It's the creepiest thing. He's actually sitting there eating and smiling.
Weird.
He's
Ooh.
smiling.
Tobias,
That's
you know-
creepy.
Tobias,
Mm-hmm.
we should go outside and put a blindfold on you.
Mm-hmm.
You should try to hit me with your guns.
This sounds like a terrible plan.
Sounds fun.
Okay.
I'm not healing
You know,
you.
Mara, we have enough people trying to kill us. We don't need to help them.
Now I like this new Mara.
Practice. It's good practice.
We could also shoot something that's not alive.
I have been cooped up in my tower for months, you guys.
Don't listen to
Okay,
these naysayers. Come on, let's go outside.
All right. Well, I'm staying with fire to scry and figure out what we're
you
doing
guys,
next.
you figure out where that island is. Like I did my look in. We're gonna go play hide and go seek. It's gonna be fine.
Mhm.
So Tobias and Mara head out front to
Mara,
go.
don't let him shoot other people.
Oh no, we'll go find somewhere with just the two of us. Oh, we'll go to the woods. We'll go to the woods.
Fire, I like you. You always give us good ideas.
He's definitely gonna try to shoot other people now.
Yes.
Just, you know.
You know, I would have never thought of that, but then she says it.
Yeah, Shabbat is
Crazy.
gonna try
And I
to
walk out the
shoot people
front
now,
door.
or whatever other Tobias' name is.
I don't know what to do with you people. It's baffling. So Mara and Tobias head out to go practice trying to kill each other.
No, not each other, just one way.
Okay. You're gonna go outside and have a one-way? All right. Tyson, Asborn, Fire, and Smart are at the table. Fire's prepping her scry ability. Anything you three want to do before she kicks off that event?
I'm gonna hit her with a guidance.
I'm using the stone.
just to be like, here's something extra.
I'm good. I already notified my family, so I have nothing else to do. Just make sure that they don't hurt themselves.
I'm
As
using
per
my
usual.
my most powerful supportive ability, a pat on the back.
Well done.
A pat on the back.
A good
A
hug.
smudge on the lens.
I like
a
him better when
smudge
he
on
was
the
dying
lens.
all the time.
Okay.
I'm using
Now
my
he's gonna
stomach
have
scratch.
He's gonna have feelings.
So are you specifically scrying on what Mara described?
Yes.
Okay. The experience for you is not all that dissimilar. there is something wrong with the magical veil. There is a diminishment of it to the point that your scry feels weakened. Like the veil itself is being absorbed by something. You kind of take that into mind. And you try to focus deep out in the Lucidian Sea. Your eye shifts and moves and shifts and moves. You are doing your best to try to find Qualish, and you cannot seem to find him until your eye shifts to the north of the Menagerie Coast, to the borderlands of the Zarhashian coast and the Clovis Conclave coastal region. There's a very small, kind of island-sized dark spot, an energy that is absorbing. You can see the energy swirling and all these tendrils leading into it. And the veil's weakest here. Your scrying effect almost giving you that kind of blurry, kind of blippy, like your vision just keeps kind of coming and going and fading. Then you hear echoed footsteps around you. There's something else here. Give me a perception check as you look around.
You want to know what my passive perception is?
Terrifyingly high, I bet.
It's 20.
That is disgusting.
What DM in their right mind would let you have that?
No, it's my wisdom bonus.
The passive has a rule, and the rule is it can't be something you're looking at specifically.
Which is why I noticed the... Okay, come on, baby. Give me a 20. Give me a 20. It's not a 20. But it's a 25.
There's footsteps here, but it doesn't make sense because nothing should be tangible here. It's an echo, this percussive... And then it fades. Your eye focuses back on what you're trying to look at, but you can't get through that blackened miasma that's there. It's pushing you. And then as the time kind of fades, everything fades. You find yourself back in the Crooked Cat, looking at Asbor and Thyson and Samara sitting together on the other side of the table. Your eyes blinking as you're back with everybody else.
Anything
Well,
new?
guys, there's a black spot in reality that's about island shaped, and it's north at the. It was Jorhas and Clovis Conclave border.
Yeah, north. It's right around the border area or border region between the northernmost part of the Menagerie Coast. Let me pull up that map because you'd be somewhat familiar with this. Ooh, God, I haven't looked at that map for a while. Let's pull this one up.
Yeah, I was looking for a map. I couldn't.
It is off the coast of the Quairoska jungle and the Ashkeep peaks. And then there's a massive basin and inlet that would lead you deeper into the Ashkeeper peaks, following the entire borderland between the Zorhashian Empire and the coastal region of the Menagerie Coast. But the Ashkeeper peaks and the Quairoska jungle sit on the outside of the control of the regent of the Clovis Conclave. This is kind of a no person's area, just this expansive jungle that's never really been tamed or specifically explored. It's kind of that natural wild buffer between the two empires, between the Menagerie Coast and the Zorhashian Empire. This is where a lot of the Zorhashian fleet would be staged, or where it was staged during the retaking of Nicodranus.
Okay, I explain that to people.
And it would also lie about a week's journey by foot, maybe 2 if you choose to go through the jungle or if you use the coastline from Nicodranus.
Well,
Okay.
oh, we're in Hollyhead. We're not quite
We're in Hollyhead.
at Nick.
Yeah, you are up by Fiolin, north of Port Zune, near the Plum Grove. So you're pretty far up the coastal line right now.
Where's the map?
I'm actually going to bring it up for you guys shortly.
Okay, cool. Bring me the map.
Put it in Discord, and then I will... Because you guys are in a new region now, so this
Put
is
him
kind of
on the
cool.
back burner a while and do some side
Well, at least you're
questing.
interested in the new region. Whether you go there, I don't know. You guys are so crazy.
We are crazy.
It's true.
You rolled 3d12? Or who rolled 3d12?
I was messing
Somebody
around
did.
A
with
16d6. Oh, you were
Me.
messing with stuff? Okay.
I'm just messing around.
It just says storyteller admin. It doesn't say who.
Oh,
he's
so I can
using
mess with
my-
you, huh?
He's using my D&D Beyond.
Perfect. So
Yeah.
now why'd he roll that? Are we all gonna die?
Yeah, I know. I'm like, shit, did I take 55 points of psychic damage? Okay, new map.
Uh-oh. Somebody just rolled a d20.
Okay. So we're in. Oh, we're at the Plum Groves. Oh my God, we're so far away,
What?
and we're trying to get to Nicodranus.
Wait, where are you at? Nicodranus, and
We're up north in the Plum Groves area.
why are we there? Is that where Hollyhead is?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. You guys are powerful. Can't we just teleport?
I don't have teleport. I can go through a tree if you want to do that.
Somebody
Good.
did. Someone said, "Oh, we can all go."
But you have to have met the other tree, right?
Well, we've been to Nicodranus.
I've been to
before.
Nicodranus.
I'm sure there's a tree there.
We've
It's
been
true.
We've been to the
If
Dranus.
nothing else, we could get to Port Zune.
We've been to the 415.
Okay, and he said, Jason, you said it was 2 weeks or a week north of Nicodranus. Walking.
So Nicodranus sits in the bay north of Rosaka Lake. If you go south along the Menagerie Coast, you start hitting the regions of the Corsaka jungle. And your vision occurred off that coastal cliff area, which would be about a 2-week journey by foot or by ride, by horse. Hey, thanks for the follow.
Yay, follow.
I think that officially puts us over 500.
Yep.
So, how
Do
we
we
gonna
have
get
flying
there?
ships yet?
We don't.
Damn.
Yeah, and whose fault's that?
Yours.
No,
Yeah.
somebody's supposed to be getting it for me from a foreign government.
Excuse me if that's not high on my list of ambassador duties.
And it's always weird because,
That's how you're gonna play me?
now every time this happens, if he was there, he's currently out trying to
Yeah, sorry.
do
Shoot
something
Mara.
silly with, to try to kill Mara. Whenever you get in bickering fights with Tobias, it's in stereo mode now. It's like 2 of them talking simultaneously.
Very weird.
No, very
A little
annoying.
weird.
That too.
Especially when I agree with myself.
Especially when I'm always agreeing with myself.
And what's wrong with that? Believe in yourself. That's what my mom already said.
All right. Well, when should we go? Are we? Thoughts? Team?
Well, do we want to go after that one first? Do we want to go after the cult in the Mara Valley?
The cult of the Mara Valley is
It
basically
sounds
taken
like
care of.
it sounds like the island and the creature are the same. Or do we want to go after Shulamon in the Graying Lands?
I think Qualish first. I said Qualish first last time, and nobody listened. Now look where we are.
No, I think we should
Yeah.
do Shulamon.
Now we're
You're
level
not
8
even there.
now.
Sounds very side
We're not
questy.
here. We don't get to say right now.
It sounds very side questy. Yeah.
We need to be more powerful before we take on Qualish, I think.
I
But
hate you
Qualish, from what
guys
it sounded
so
like,
much.
Qualish was like in a cage. What was
Yeah.
that all about?
Well, he probably didn't capture us for the Chained Oblivion with that the dragon, so they put him in a cage and said, "Fuck you guys." I don't know.
Like, if he's the
I'm
one causing
just-
all the bad stuff to happen, how come he is also chained up?
I think he was just the vessel that got them out to begin with, and now they're out, and
So if we
wreaking
release
havoc.
him, couldn't he rein them in?
Either that or they're mad at him because his trap for Zarel failed, and so they put him in a cage.
No. Caged Oblivion. Don't you get it? He is
Chained
caged.
Oblivion?
He's the Caged Oblivion.
Chained Oblivion.
Okay, chained.
Oblivion.
Last time we saw him on that island, remember? He was chained to that island and he was making stuff.
Yes, he was. He was
It's-
chained to a giant abomination, and that abomination's no longer there.
Mm-hmm.
I still vote for going to deal with Qualish first.
I want to try and scry on the Qualish that we saw on that Lich Dragon.
Okay,
I want to see if it's a separate Qualish.
fair point. But while you guys are getting ready to do that, let's talk to Mara and
Oh,
Tobias.
Mara and their shooty.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what exactly are you two trying to do?
Well, so I blindfold them.
You blindfold
Just
one,
how
and the
his
blindfold
new
shows
blind
up on the
sense.
other.
See how good he is.
Yay, raid! Thanks, raid. Thanks, raid people. Who raided? Hold on.
Okay. And then how far away do you want me to be?
Well, so there's the woods. out.
Perfectly techno. Sweet.
We go out in the woods.
Yeah,
Maybe
go out
like
and look.
I mean, you guys are familiar with the kind of like swampy terrain that sits behind Hollyhead, where you had originally, did
Found
some
a witch
alligator
and,
wrestling, and
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not
know,
going to
where
go out in the
that-
swamp. I'll just do it here in the street.
No, not the street. Let's just go to the woods. Give me like a 5-second head start.
and to be
then-
clear, as people are walking by on their morning function or job, whatever they do,
And I got to do this blindfolded?
duplicit
We're testing
Tobiases
your
are
mindset.
talking to Mara.
Okay. Fine, but I'm going to run into trees. I can't see trees.
No, you're not chasing me.
Why don't you just turn me in circles and then I'll just see if I can
Right.
shoot you?
Right. So give me 5 seconds. I'm gonna go in a direction, and
Okay.
then you're gonna see if you can figure out where I went and shoot me.
Okay, so I take the blindfold off after 5 seconds?
No, keep the blindfold on.
Oh, okay.
If you
I
hear
got it.
me, Where
All
did
right,
I
I get it.
go?
I get it. Okay.
Okay.
All
1, 2, 3,
right.
4, 5.
So what do you? Blindfolds off. Is he trying
No,
to
no,
see? If he can-
blindfold-
No,
stays
blindfold's
on.
still on, but I
Okay.
gave her 5-second head start. Now I want
I'm
I
trying
wanna-
to be like super quiet.
go toward the woods to see if I can see her with my blind sight.
Are you invisible?
No.
I'm blindfolded.
Yeah, but
Hidden creatures. Hidden or invisible creatures. So technically, wouldn't she be hidden?
as you try to think about where she is,
Uh-huh.
suddenly you're picking up on subtleties that you never realized before.
Mm-hmm.
The way wind moves around a humanoid figure, the way they shuffle their feet, the heartbeat that they make.
The smell of
You can
bear
hear
feces.
a pair of lips kind of part slightly, and you hear a slight giggle. And then as you pivot and turn, you feel like Mars to your right, about 40 feet amongst two very dense, overgrown trees with an underlying brush. You can almost see her in your mind, but it's through all the little nuances and differences of her occupying that space. And there she is. You see her clear as day in your mind.
Okay. I know this is going to end horribly. I love it. I'm going to do it anyway. Okay,
Now,
so
currently she's under full cover.
yeah, okay, full cover.
Full cover. She's hiding behind two very heavy, dense trees.
No,
Like
I'm
a
not
dense.
hiding.
Are you standing out in plain sight?
Yeah, because
Oh, so you're not even actively hiding. You're just standing.
I just
there.
moved in a direction quietly.
Yeah, I mean, you see her plainly. Yeah, in your mind, you see her.
What's she wearing?
My my leather vest and my long coat.
Okay. Weapons?
My rapier, but it's not out.
All right.
Really
I'm gonna make
bad
it
idea.
challenging. I'm gonna shoot her rapier off of her hip. So whatever challenge rating you want to give me.
All right, so you have advantage
Okay.
on this shot. So go ahead and you normally have advantage anyways. It's not
Yeah.
like the blindfold is inhibiting you.
Yeah.
So yeah, take the shot.
Okay. Yeah.
Natural 20.
Yes. Natural 20.
Without
So-
even a blink, you hear a poof, a gunshot. And it's coming from Tobias. And his aim is perfect. It hits the handle of your rapier and ricochets onto your belt loop. The rapier goes tumbling off your belt loop. Your belt kind of drops to the ground.
What the? How did you take the blindfold off?
What? No.
That was amazing.
Yeah, I know, right?
I bet you can't do it again.
Ah. Okay.
Okay, hold on, one more time.
All right.
Okay, I sneak somewhere else.
Please roll a natural one.
Yeah,
Please
right.
roll a natural one.
Okay. What else has she got on? Or has she put her sword
I have
back
my
on?
daggers.
Oh.
I have my setting stone in my pocket.
I'll shoot her sending stone. Uh, 14. So that's going to be... so that'll be a dirty 30.
Okay.
Misses.
Miss! Damn it! Oh.
Now, it's obviously a hit. Do you want to focus on a particular part of her?
You wanted
Yeah, I just want to tear her pocket and have her sending stone fall out of her pocket.
You feel the bullet hit? Oh my God, he's loud.
Sorry.
You feel the bullet hit and the pocket kind of shred and the material goes out and away, and you watch as the stone stumbles to the ground.
What were you
Yay,
trying to
Nicole.
hit? Were you trying to hit me?
No, I just was going to catch your pocket so your sending stone will fall out of your pocket.
That was amazing. That's what happened. Oh my
All right,
God.
Now just open one eye. I want to see if I can hit one of your eyes.
No, don't do that.
Just
That
kidding.
was such a good shot. Oh my God. This
I don't want to waste my good luck on shooting
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
out of
yeah.
off of your body.
Oh,
So
we gotta go find someone to mend my stuff now. That was so good though.
thanks.
That was cool. That was good.
Go ahead and roll for damage on the other two shots that came from your duplicit self.
Sure.
Oh, okay. All right. So
With that
I
nat
keep
20.
forgetting
And,
about
like,
that.
and Mara, you're like, oh, there's like a bullet wound in the lower part of your leather vest,
Yeah.
and then another one over just above the pocket, and you can see blood flowing from them freely.
Just fine.
15.
You just got to take it on the left side. There's no organs
So
there.
one did 15 points of damage, and the other shot did 19 points of damage.
And that's when you step back, Tobias.
Uh-huh.
You remember hearing the recoil of multiple shots.
Yeah.
And it's just like the other shots weren't quite as accurate. Almost as if their mirrored reflection didn't quite hit the target spot on.
Right. Okay.
That was wicked cool, though. That was great. Who can mend?
Well, sorry about
Environment
that.
Things? No.
Apologize to her.
I
Sorry.
have mending.
5 local garrison
thought we
guards
did.
come running out of the edge of the town,
Oh, cool.
and they're standing there as duplicit Tobias and Mara. And you're kind of like staunching
like
your
chuckling.
wounds, and they're like, "Everything okay?"
No, we're fine. It was practicing. We're just practicing.
Go away. You're good.
We're good.
All right, if you're
wound.
sure.
It's fine. Yeah.
Not fire. We just heard shooting, so we came
Well, that's
running.
why we left. We came out here, so we didn't do it in town and like accidentally hit anyone. We wanted to come out
Town's
here and
100
do
feet
that.
away.
Right. We
Yeah.
left there and came
We
here.
heard firing. We still need to make. Anyways, you seem fine. You're bleeding.
Oh
You may
no.
wanna...
We're. It's fine.
Oh, very well. You watch
I
as
could kill 5
the four of
guards
the four of the guard
before they could
mercenaries
get to
kind of
me.
sheathe their weapons, look strangely, mostly at the twins of Tobias. You can overhear one of the guards. Yeah, but that other mouse folk looked sickly and ill. He doesn't have mange. And they kind of continue back towards the town.
What did you say to me?
Like evil Tobias finally moves by itself and
Yeah, right.
Is he gonna go rogue?
Did you hear what he said to me? Yeah, I heard him. What he said. That's. I wouldn't let him get away with that. I shouldn't let him get away with that. Yeah, you should. You should do
So-
something about it.
where are you two heading to next?
back to the cat's cradle. What is that place called?
Crooked Cat.
Crooked cat.
Crooked cat with 2 Ks.
Of course, if you write it down, you can remember it. Anyways,
Somewhere. That book is gone.
We were here like a year and a half ago. Can't you access your notes?
that's very accurate. You guys come back into the Crooked Cat, and you're just watching as fire is settling into another scry effect, or the same one. You're not sure. When you left, you thought she was going to do it, but maybe, who knows? But suddenly, her and Samara, Thyson, and Asborn see you, wave you over, and Fire's now attempting to scry on the Qualish individual that was part of the Trustenwald or the Zadash ambush on the back of the undead dragon form.
I'm gonna tell Asborn about how cool that was and show him like my shattered belt.
You're telling me you let Tobias shoot you?
Blindfolded.
I put my hand on her shoulder and just frown. I shake my head.
But you should have, like, it was amazing. Like, he hit my rapier blindfolded.
I like start
amazing.
checking her head for
On
any head
purpose.
injuries. There's
I
no
have
reason
walked
this
in a
should be
tower
cool.
with 2
No.
crying babies for months, people.
That's what it is. She needs to get out on the town. She needs a wine spritzer. 2 wine spritzers.
No, but you should have seen this, you guys. This is amazing. He's such a good shot now.
What about his shadow self?
Oh, a little bit less accurate. Like, he kind of hit me here.
Oh,
and
Jesus. And then I
here.
cast healing on her.
She fixed my belt in my pocket, though.
Yes, I'm going to
I mean,
cast
she's
mending.
like, I mean, if you didn't know better, she, riddled with bullet holes. I mean, the 2 up above, fragments of the spray where the rapier was shot off, and then a couple of fragments from the shredded pocket where the sending stone was.
I still have over 200 hit points. It's really fine.
Gosh.
You're like those moms that eventually they just join a mom fight club because they just want
A little
to feel.
bit.
I want to feel something. Punch me in the face.
Oh my God, disadvantage for the rest of the year. That vision of Mara in a mom's fight club would just be awesome. So
She's got 2
you
oven mitts
fade
on.
into your scry effect again, and that whole feeling comes back. There's strangeness of the veil, the mixture of magic and the space that you step through to follow where your third eye is taking you up and up and up. And you find it following and taking you up into a very cold space, a very dark space. Your eye hovers for the briefest of moments. And just before you lose your scry effect, where it's cut short on purpose, staring off in the distance, you can see a massive volcano surrounded by frozen landscape. And then you just feel this blinding pain as your scry is just shredded from your control. And you're back in the Crooked Cat.
Oh, that hurt.
What happened?
Dragon Lich Qualish is not the same Qualish that's on that island. Oh,
I mean,
he's
I'm
up
not
by a
really-
volcano in someplace cold.
Does he have like a
And
evil
I have no
twin
idea.
situation happening right now? Is this
Dude,
like a
it was
Tobias?
Qualish.
77
It was
qualities on the
Qualish.
ship.
He had like 30,000 of them.
No, I understand, but like, where is Qualish the original?
I don't
what
know
is
if it was
Qualish
the
the
original,
original?
See,
but it's
this is this is what I get. Okay, look. This chain chaos thing is just using Qualish, so he can make as many as he wants.
right. Okay,
That's
so
what
let's
he's
go
using
rescue the one
Qualish
on the
for. He can
island.
be a lot. He can be multiple places.
Let's go rescue the one on the island.
That's what I'm saying.
Rescue?
Oh my God.
Yes.
What
Yes.
purpose?
We're not gonna rescue him. We're gonna kill him.
Yeah, I was actually thinking.
No, we're going to rescue him and keep him as a prisoner so we can use him against himself.
Oh, so not actually rescue, kidnap.
I think
That's
we
still
should go after
rescuing.
Shulamon. I don't
But if
feel
you're
like
kidnapping someone who's already been kidnapped, isn't that kind of rescuing?
Re-kidnap?
He's also like
Double
emaciated
napping?
in that cage, so we are rescuing him. We're gonna feed him and things. We're not
Are
just
we
gonna.
gonna feed him?
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
I'd like to put a bunch of bullet holes in Shulamon before we do that.
Don't
I bet
worry.
the
we'll
Brechts are
have-
pretty good about like holding prisoners. I just feel like they have.
I'd
prisoners.
really love to see him limping away as I shoot his kneecaps off and his ankles and
Well, we will
tailbone.
save that for you, but let's go get Qualish first because this Qualish might be
Fingers.
able to stop what's been happening.
Which Tobias is speaking right now?
They both speak
Tobias.
in unison.
Both of them.
Right. Which one is leading this discussion?
The one that's not quite as mangy looking.
Mhm.
Taking turns, sharing ideas.
Right now we're doing rock, paper, scissors, and we're both losing every time.
So I'm thinking,
Tie!
I think
Tie!
tie. Tie. Okay, so I'm thinking that the Lich Dragon Qualish is up north in the Granglands with Shulamon, and they left potentially the original Qualish on the island where he was forced to make all of those constructs.
So you
I'll
think
go wherever you
that
guys
is
want to
the
go.
same
Let's just make a
one
decision.
that I saw before that was making them in the ethereal plane. You think that's the same one?
Potentially.
Okay. I wonder which was the one that like tricked Ezreal.
Probably the one with the Lich.
Yeah.
Zarel, not Azrael.
Sorry,
Zarel.
Zero.
Yeah, I feel like if we take care of the Qualish plus we can take care of the island at the same time.
We still got the bag?
We still have the bag, right? Fire?
The bag for
What?
the island?
Yeah, I still have the bag.
Yeah, so we can take care of the island while we're at it.
I
And
sold
then-
that for some weed. Just kidding.
Well, like
Whoops!
2 years ago.
That was 2.5 years ago. Yeah. No, I was kidding.
All right, let's go. What are we waiting for?
So how are we getting there?
Oh,
Wait a minute. I
I
thought
mean, the
last
real
time we were
question
supposed to
is,
talk to your
how are you
boyfriend.
getting there? Where are you
I mean, your
going?
fiance.
What's your target? I mean, you have some vague
fiance?
idea of an area to start searching, but you know,
And how are we going to do it? We need a ship.
What are
A
we?
flying ship,
Your ship.
Sam.
What are we trying to do? Where are we going?
If you're worried about trading toothpicks with people, and you should have been getting me a
Wait.
flying ship.
Where do we need to get to?
It's down by Nicodranus, right?
Yeah, you have the
Yeah.
map. It's south of
We can-
Nicodranus in the jungled area,
So we can.
and along that coastline. That's the general idea that between Fire's attempt and your attempt, it feels like it's in that general area.
Yeah.
I mean, that's roughly maybe 500 square miles of terrain and coastal waters.
I think it's a good place to start. It's just the
We
graying
walked
wildlands
through a
are
tree
so
that one
far
time.
away.
Can we walk through a tree again?
What place was close? What place was close to that? That we've been to.
To
What
Nicodranus?
place is close? No, I don't think we've been anywhere closer than Nicodranus to that place. Damn.
We've been through the
Well, we
Wyan Gorge, I
did.
thought.
We took. Didn't we go along?
I don't think the
although
Wyan
we
Gorge
went
is
water.
closer.
didn't we?
Actually, there is one spot that was a little close. You, during that time you were in Zorhas, when you were at the ruins of Dracania, dealing with the hobgoblins that tried to recruit Tobias. That would put you.
Was that before me? I don't remember that.
Mm-mm.
No, it
No?
occurred.
No, that
you
was when
guys
we were dealing with the queen.
Yeah, before the huge battle.
back
Oh,
when
okay.
you guys were trying to build the alliance.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, there is that area, which would then put you in the White Dawn Lagoon area, which would be a little bit closer and on another section and opposite side of the Ashkeeper Peaks. The problem with that whole region is that not too many people settle there. I mean, it's wild. It's a frontier kind of like border area where it's been purposely not developed so that it's a natural barrier between the two coastal areas.
Would it be better to
These-
take a boat?
Thyson,
It'll
you're
just take
still
longer.
Give me a survival check as you process the idea of taking a boat.
Thyson, you're still like a wizard, right?
Yeah, last time I checked.
I don't know. You looked.
I got a natty 20.
Can you make
Nice.
us go places? You've done that before.
Yeah, we can do that. What are we trying to do? Or
I don't
bust it
know,
into
you
the
can-
island?
Yeah, we need to go to the island where Clovis is. Can you get us there?
Can you remind me again, like the exact location? Like, are there other
Me?
undead shit still on the island?
No, those two probably can.
Wasn't it? It's a
I
moving
rolled
island.
shitty on that check.
No, it's the weird like undead turtle thing, right?
Well, I mean, it's the turtle is what ate your original character. This is that kind of like creature that
fish
purposely
people.
makes itself look like an island with the palm tree oasis in the middle of it, and it does this.
But that's my creature, right? That's not the Qualish's island. Or am I getting them mixed up?
There's
It's
so
one
the
and
way I
same right
described this to Mara, which I could see no one was listening, that's fine. The way I
was listening.
described it to Mara
Like the
was that
crag
she
finger.
saw the creature circling the island,
Yeah.
is what she saw. Now, when
So
the
you
creature
tried to
doesn't
scry
know.
on the island fire, it was just a blemish, like this arcane
Right.
blemish that you couldn't quite pierce through.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
why
think we'll be
neither
able to
one of you
travel
can
to
really
it.
figure out exactly where it's at,
Do you remember?
other than the fact it's probably along the coast somewhere because it is an island.
Okay, good. Do you guys remember the big, huge tower we went to rescue Sigurd's friend and everything? It's another one of those
Yeah.
islands.
Yarm,
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. This is probably one of the fingers.
Yorm.
Right. That's what
Right.
that's what this is. It's another finger. So
That-
it's
yeah,
not
that was what I
the
was saying.
monster. It's just an island made by the Storm Lord.
And the monster is circling,
It's circling
the
it,
finger,
or whatever they're
finger
doing.
island. The island that's giving us the finger.
So could
One of the
you?
fingers.
And then some.
Yes.
So
It's
could you
probably the
bamf us
middle
there?
I don't think he's going to be able to bamf us there because I couldn't even see it. It
That's
looked like
why
a
we're
black
gonna need a
spot.
flying ship. Sam, you're on.
I don't know who I'm supposed to talk to about that.
Oh, but
I got
last
no
time I
support,
talked to
bud.
you, you said, I'm going to go talk to these people, get you a flying ship.
I
Don't worry about
tried.
it. I'm an
Hey.
ambassador now. Down, do it.
I got a 24, natty 20 for a 24
Um,
on my survival.
If you get a fast enough ship along the coast, you could be there in 7 to 10 days.
A lot of days.
And going by horseback, it's
2 to 3 weeks.
2 weeks. 2 to 3
By
weeks.
airship, it would be.
By airship, you guys are familiar with that because of the number of times that you've used it. It'd probably be 3 to 5 days by airship.
Okay,
But it'll
wait.
probably take us a month to get an airship.
No,
We can
No,
go there
it won't
right
take
now.
that long. Because someone already has an airship.
Who?
That one kingdom has an airship.
Which
What
one kingdom?
one?
The
Kingdom.
No, not the Bright Queen's kingdom, right?
No, it was the other one she was telling me about.
The
Remember the
Dwindle?
one she was telling me about? They have a
The
airship.
Dwendalian?
Well, aren't they on? No. It's the ones on a different continent.
Marquette?
No, hold on. I had it in my notes.
Vasselheim has one.
Vasselheim?
Let me look at my.
There
Yeah.
is a route. There's a singular route between Vasselheim, Amman, and Drusar that flying ships will take from time to time. They're owned by a very specific guild or organization. Per usual, based on the previous conversation we had some time ago, back when Tobias's obsession was gearing him towards this flying ship, they're rare. They're extremely rare, extremely expensive. They come in degrees of sizes, from like the large transient ships to the privately owned, almost like yacht version of them. But the only place really to procure one of these would be either in Drusar, Amman, or Vasselheim.
I have in here in my notes that Vasselheim has 2 for sure. Council of Taldore, the Dwendals, and Rexentrim. And then something
Rexentrim
about
has a stanchion, but after they suffered with what happened to Zadash, they sold that ship off for the purposes of raising funds to rebuild Zadash.
Okay. So,
Who'd they sell it to?
They would have sold it to Amman.
So what's the closest place that would have an airship then? I don't know the map, so what's the closest?
The closest, I mean, Nicodranus has a stanchion. The airships are seasonal. So once per week they arrive, pick up travelers, and take them to either of the 3 major cities.
So we can go to
Question.
Nicodranus.
We're going to Nicodranus, and we're gonna steal an airship.
Are there undead things inside?
Can we not steal it?
island, or- No.
Based on
Constructs.
Mara's effect, it looked completely abandoned. It was just the large, tall stone tower and the cage that held the emaciated Qualish. The ability that Fire tried, it was blocked. Couldn't quite penetrate through whatever was blocking it.
Tobias, can we not steal the airship? We have a home in Nicodranus. They'll know it's us.
Can,
I want an airship.
Can we rent it?
Would
Oh yeah,
would
yeah.
it-
Hey, look, it's
water?
Tobias, the pirate king of the air in a rented ship. No.
People rent ships all the time.
would holy water work against this island? Would I know that?
Based on all the description that you've got, give me an Arcana check.
Like, okay, 16.
This feels more arcane than it does divine.
Okay.
Like somehow the veil that separates the different planes of existence and the way the magic weaves it all together is weakening. And something's absorbing it, kind of causing this to become thinner and more vulnerable to either failed things related to magical efforts, or if you were to cross in between veils of exist or planes of existence, it feels like it could become more dangerous. This doesn't feel like divinity. This feels like arcane magic that's heavily corrupted.
There he is.
In Nicodranus, and we could actually just word of recall to Nicodranus if that's where we want to go.
I feel like better bet.
So let's word a recall to Nicodranus, and then
let me go say bye to Teal.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. And we can ask around, see if anyone needs anything delivered to Nicodranus.
There you go.
Always the smuggler. Always the smuggler.
Yeah. And then see in Nicodranus if there's a place where we can rent an airship.
Tobias is gonna have an aneurysm.
Tobias, this could be a rent-to-own situation. Relax.
No,
I'm not renting a freaking airship. Nobody's going to rent us an airship. There's only like 5 of them. We're going to have to steal it.
No, we just charter an airship.
Talk to your smiling little god. Do what you got to do. Let me handle the pirate stuff, okay?
Fire.
But
We'll just rent it, but we'll tell whoever we're renting it from to let him steal it.
okay, but if we charter it, they're gonna have people on it.
You know, my ears have gotten really good.
Remember he shot me and he couldn't see me? Remember that?
With friends like you guys, who needs a twin?
Guys, that's our home, Nicodranus.
That ain't our home.
It actually is.
I'm not a land lover.
Nicodranus.
The air is my world. The air is where I'm gonna live. On an airship.
Okay.
So you guys can walk around in the dirt and the rocks and the cow shit.
I will say this much.
Can I turn him into a bird?
Right?
Yeah, if you want to.
I'm going to turn him into a bird.
I want to use my reaction to shoot her hand so she can't cast.
There are 2 little Tweety birds down floating nearby. I will say this much. With all the scrying and activity that you've been doing, there's been no visible sign of Qualish's old ship.
So we could find the old ship, is what you're saying.
Possible.
Didn't we destroy that thing?
Okay, I'm gonna scry on Qualish's ship.
We crashed it and we had to sail it into Nicodranus.
I thought we like wrecked that real bad.
No, he took it.
No, he took it back and he sailed it.
We
sailed, remember we sailed it into the dock.
And we came back and it was gone. He took it back.
Can we scry on it and see if we can find it?
I'm gonna scry on the ship.
Okay, another 3 scries in one day. This is cool. It's actually relatively easy to find. You still have that weakened veil. It's still going on. Doesn't feel worse. Doesn't feel better. But lashed to Harbor Dock 45A in Nicodranus is Qualish's ship. But it looks very normal, like a typical galleon. And that's when because it can't resist your scry, you realize that it's currently under illusionary effect.
Ooh.
And it's disguised as a normal galleon. It's probably been there since the siege of Nicodranus. No one really did anything about it. It's just been sitting there lashed to a dock.
So that's
on
a
a
ship
pier,
we can
to a pier.
steal, Tobias.
All right. So Tobias, new plan. I found Qualish's ship. It's in Nicodranus. Let's go steal that.
See, now you're talking sense.
If that ship still has elementals being used to run it, I'm not getting on it.
We're going to be nice to the elementals.
I can pull up elementals and ask them to do it, and they will do it because they like me.
And we can let the other elementals go.
Yeah, if you guys don't want to be on my ship, fine. But however it's powered, okay? I don't care if there's a bunch of halflings in a boiler. It's going to work. I'm using it, okay? So let's get that straight right now.
With the souls of the ship
Okay.
people.
If there's a demon shoveling halflings into a boiler in the back, you're just going to let it happen, okay?
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and say we can work that out. I can call favors for that one.
That's
You
true.
guys are terrible. Terrible.
Yeah.
Do I have to become a worshiper of Zorel to get this stuff done?
I feel like you're already there.
I'm pretty close. She's the only one that's even given me anything halfway decent. A copy of myself.
You probably think you're like dipping your toes in this shit. I think you're like waist deep in it already without even knowing.
Just bathing.
Maybe. I mean, never really thought of it that way before, but hell, who knows?
Hell hath no fury like a demon scorn.
Scorned. I can't scorn her, right? So.
All right, so we ready to go to Nicodranus?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me go say goodbye to Atil and
Bye, Teal.
fill her in on.
Bye, Teal.
For the sake of brevity, I say
She's
my
like,
goodbyes.
she's
and,
yawning and coming down the stairs just as you're coming up. She's all, oh, saw you leaving already. I'm not used to these things that they call hit and run, are they? Is that what this is? Is that what this
No,
is?
It's just we found new information, and we
Hit and run.
are. I gotta go, baby. It's fine. I got
I
work.
got to do my job, baby.
She
No,
just kind of like gives you a quick kiss and understands, and she goes, "I'm going to go get coffee." And she, maybe I come and see your new place down in Nicodranus soon.
Yes,
Get you down there.
I'll send you a message when it's all ready.
Hey, Mara got hitched.
True.
Yeah, so you never know. You could have like it. I'm a captain of a ship, so I can marry people.
Yes, but Tobias, you have a very long, silly name, and I don't think that allows you to marry people. I don't think you're a real captain, Tobias.
He's a real captain.
Who's saying this?
We
Where are you?
he's
I'm like, okay, go
so
get your coffee.
let's go. Let's go.
I aim at the top shelf liquor of this place and I shoot 15 bottles.
Under normal
kidding. All right.
circumstances, I would say, hey, it's a funny joke. Keep at it. However, he's imbued right now with the powers of like our god. Like he's hopped up on juice. Man.
You need to just go. I'll see you later.
All right.
Yeah, I think the days of me taking like insults, like just ha ha ha, laughing it off, is over.
It is no right
She
time.
just kind of eyes, and that's when she realizes there's two of you. Yet again, she's confused. But as she walks by, the mangy Tobias gets flicked in the air by her, and she just kind of giggles as regular Tobias feels it as well. As she kind of ponies up to the bar, goes to drink her coffee, and
I shoot it.
Biased.
So that's going to be a 26.
26. The coffee shatters.
I'll pay for that.
The coffee shatters, and she reaches back to feel a bullet wound in the lower part of her back.
I got to roll for that damage. All right.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna go heal her.
4.
It's still a little bit mean. Tobias, come on.
You guys are all ushering out Tobias. Samara,
9 points of damage.
yeah, you place your hand on Atil's back and quickly heal it, and as they all kind of usher Tobias out of the crooked cat, she just gives you a kiss on the cheek and just like, he's gotten so much angrier. You would think after all this time he would be kind of used to the obviousness of jokes. I mean, I don't have to.
I
Don't
think he's got
understand.
some demon coming out in him right now, so we're gonna go
Oh,
handle
yeah.
that.
I wonder if there is any place that can hold him in hell. Hell may reject him. You realize what? Oh shit! Have you and your friends thought of this?
What?
Have you thought of this? What if he dies, and he goes to hell, and they change their mind?
We're just gonna hope that doesn't happen.
Oh, good. So you are of like mind. Good. Well, be careful, dear. Don't get killed.
Yes. Okay. See you when we get back. Bye.
And so all of you are now out in the main drag
Where does
of
the word of
Hollyhead.
recall drop us? Is it
Beowulf Tower. No, Beowulf Tower.
Okay.
Hey, copy of myself. You're making me look bad. I shot the coffee out of her, and you put one in her backside.
You're talking to yourself for all intents and purposes.
I know, but I still do it.
Okay, so to the docks. What time of day?
The
is it?
docks.
I
What
mean,
time of day
I'd
is
say it's mid-morning. I mean, you guys took some time to do some of your shenanigans and your scrying and all the activity that you did. So it's mid-morning at this point.
What?
the-
Sorry. Out of what dock and slip and whatnot was Qualish's shipping?
24-1A.
24-1A.
And are the docks like crawling with guards? How's it looking?
I don't know. We'll see when we get there. I only saw the ship and the dock number.
Okay.
So you guys are where are you heading off to?
the dock.
Word of recalling to Beowulf Tower, Nicodranus.
Okay.
To your land-based coffin.
Which is
you
Hey, at least
exactly
Asborn does not look like a dragon anymore.
Aw.
so. As you do your word of recall, Fire, I need you to
Yep.
roll a D100.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck.
Because the
nuggets.
veil's crumbling. We're back in hell with Sorrel. It's a party.
Hey, Violet.
Okay, so the big number is the first number, or the two number is the first number, and the single is the little
I
number.
couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah. There you go. There you go, buddy.
All right, we're using my unicorn dice. Be nice.
Oh
to me.
gosh.
Come on,
We're
unicorn.
doomed.
You guys are doomed.
Well, it's 85.
He's looking at the
85?
list.
Hi.
Yes.
Is that good?
That's the
don't
thing. We don't know if
know.
it's good.
85.
I mean, it's not terrible. You guys are in the docks area of the Restless Wharf. You're currently treading water.
Oh, great.
Ah, awesome. I dive.
Where's,
She
where's
needed a
Dock
bath
24
anyways.
from here?
Yeah,
Give me a survival
which,
check as you kind of look
I'm
around.
looking too. I got a
survival.
19. No,
Okay.
a dirty 20. I got a dirty
got-
20.
I got a dirty 11.
Fire, you looking around, you're on the south end of the piers. You remember that dock number should be on the north end of the piers. So it's definitely further up the piers.
All right.
All right.
Well, could
So
I?
do we
how
want
far are
water
we-
breathing?
I was going to say,
'Cause
how
we
far
gotta
are we
steal
from
it
the?
anyways.
How far are we from the shore?
You're about 1,000 feet out from the main pier walk, and you're within a couple hundred feet of numerous piers with ships kind of at dock, and there's now sailors looking out, kind of yelling. You can hear them, oh, out there!
Ah,
You
crap.
know, like people are noticing you.
So, a couple of options here for y'all.
Help!
No, shut up.
Help!
My two of you out of cover. Good luck.
I could either cast
Every time
water-
she covers their mouths, she sings.
Okay. Either I could cast water walk on all of us, and we could walk on water up to the docks, or I could,
Why didn't you say so? I'm drowned in here.
or
You're
I
not
could
drowning.
control water and just like move us along.
Or we can cast water breathing and we can swim down and over to that ship and get on the other ship.
Who
Well, that's
can't
what I'm saying.
swim? Who's struggling here?
Tobias, obviously.
Ride me like a dolphin. How is
What did you say?
this not occurred to you yet.
Cut that. Well, I don't even know what's going on here right now. Oh.
Oh, God. Okay.
I just
I'm
sink beneath
literally
this
like-
waves.
All right. Water breathing on everyone. Water breathing on everyone.
I
and
don't
then
even know where to start.
could I
I
do
don't either.
could I do control water and do like a current that like gets us there faster?
Yeah,
I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna look up at the guys who are concerned about us and go, "We're okay." And then
That's not,
sink under the water.
that's not my point. You're swimming in the harbor. It's not allowed. Could you get out?
I
So
want
nice.
I want to speedboat us away from there.
What did he say to us?
Current, go.
He said to get out of the water.
Why,
You guys watch Tobias and his duplicit pull out pistols and misfire
No.
as all the
No.
powder is now soaking wet.
Yes. No, he's all right. He's a lifeguard. I'm not going to mess with him.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
Takes you guys about a half an hour, but collectively through
241A.
magic means or porpoise riding, whatever you do, you manage to find a section of the jetty underneath the pier and where the boardwalk is. You find a series of stairs that take you back up onto the boardwalk. The six of you are standing there just dripping with seawater, except for Mara. She's just already dry. It's weird. She's like
Absorbed
a duck's
it.
back. Yeah, she's
Such a better
just like a
move.
duck's back.
All
right.
right. Let's go.
Let's go reconnaissance.
Oh, give me 1 minute. I just sort of pull out my sending stone.
Oh, okay.
You just need to tell him we're back. And then leaving again.
I wouldn't tell him we're back because we're just gonna leave.
Tell him anything. He doesn't
Yeah,
tell us
he was supposed to
anything.
meet us in
You
Hollywood,
want it?
and we're not there anymore, so.
He doesn't tell
All
us
right.
anything. We
I
shouldn't
forgot
tell him
about that.
nothing.
He tells me lots of things, just because I don't pass them on to you.
Ooh. Burn.
He watches Tobias raises his pistol, pulls. Nothing happens. It's
No,
wet.
I'm not doing it. I'm not shooting her. This is my friend. All right. See how it is. Cleave from the party and hang on to your husband. I get it.
They're literally telling him we're leaving.
Just go send him a message. We'll deal with Tobias.
Elben, are you there?
Yeah, I'm a bit busy, dear. I'm up in Zadash.
Oh, okay.
I'm with my agent and Samara's mother. We're about to take down whoever this murky eye or the what were they called again? Do you recall? Of course you don't.
Oh, hold on. Out of
I
character.
love doing this tomorrow.
Got it
It's
in
so
the
much
name.
The
fun.
9?
Got it. No, no, it's the
Oh,
The
the guys.
people
Okay.
on the
The
Yeah.
place we burnt down?
the rock people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, man,
See,
I just
this
gotta
is
go
the
back
part
to-
about the game that I love the
Hold
most.
on. I know. I'm looking. It was
Order of the aspect.
Order of the aspect.
Order of the aspect.
Yes. Dear, we're about to take down whoever this leader,
That was back on 3-1, by the way.
whoever the leader of the Order of the Aspect is. Samara's mother's Luxodons are here. I've got 6 of my agents. We're closing in on the district that we think they're located. What are you doing today?
Good luck. We're back in Nicodranus, but we're leaving. We have possibly a location on Qualish or not. I'm not really sure. It's very
That creepy
confusing.
little gnome.
Yeah, but he's like trapped in a cage or something. We're gonna go.
Good.
kidnap him.
That's where he should be, right?
We're gonna put him in our own cage. I think is the plan.
Oh, see, you're fitting in with the family quite well, dear. Good luck.
And so I told them that we probably have some good cages back at the compound. Yeah.
Well, don't.
But
well,
yeah,
don't
so
talk-
we're not in Hollywood.
There's compound cages, and then there's compound cages. Let's,
Yeah,
Like
let's keep
compounding
yeah.
interest,
Let's-
compounding cages.
We may be
Sebastian.
commandeering.
I know he really
some
wants my dice.
travel accommodations. So yeah, I'll keep you updated.
Oh, well, very good. Well, good luck.
You as well.
Yes, whenever I use my whisper voice, I sound very foreign. It's not another lie. It's just my weirdness. Anyways,
Sure. All right.
normally I sound like, oh shit, I can't do that voice. I gotta be whispering. Anyways, good luck. Send me a message when you're complete with, and when I'm done, I'll send you one as well.
Okay, sounds good. Be safe.
You too. There was a bit of an arcane discharge, like the
Yeah.
magic of the stone was kind of like crackled a bit when it
Weird.
kind of stopped.
Magic
Well,
is
it did
weird.
get shot.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Magic is weird. Meanwhile, her magic. She bleeds for her magic.
Fire's whole life's been a lie. Even her god's fake.
So I tell the
my
group
God, it's
they're
real.
like taking down the order.
We're on the ship,
Mommy's
right?
god's
Not yet.
fake.
You're making your way towards it.
Oh, okay.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
I mean, they're the guards are out. The normal Sahelian guards are about. No more of the kind of like the creepy different mercenary units that were being used. This is just kind of a normalized Nicodranus at this point. You guys eventually find the pier that's supposedly attached to, and
Okay.
you're walking down the
choose
main
somewhere
pier
else.
that it's associated to. And there it is in all of its glory, the galleon that Fire described, just kind of sitting there,
I'm
tethered to
gonna
the
point it out.
pier. Okay.
I'm gonna point it out,
Anyone-
and I'm gonna say it's under a cloak. Now, does it have like notices on it for like back taxes or
Dyson,
docking
do your
fees
magic.
or something?
Does
What
it
are you talking
have
about?
notices on it for back taxes?
What?
Does it have, like, a
I
Yeah.
really wish it
Attached to
did,
it?
just so I could say yes to that silly question.
Yeah, we could spend the whole game with
Um,
accountants.
The only thing that you really do notice quite obviously is that the ropes being used to lash it in place. Two things you notice. They look unnatural with the illusion effect, like where the ropes disappear near the edge. And the ropes themselves are very frayed and weathered. Like they haven't been dealt with for months.
Okay, but they don't look like they have like a what is it when you get a ticket and they put a boot on your tire?
They cannot put a boot on a ship. That's not one of those things they can do. But there's no gangway either. It's just kind of
Hey,
kind of just in
Can
against the
is
pier.
there a way to like use magic to see if there's like
Hey,
someone on
Dyson,
board?
can you like do the magic and get rid of whatever this is on this ship so we can get on it
No,
and go?
we don't want it to look abnormal.
Right? Can we make sure?
Why do we care? Oh, look. A guard's coming. Whoopity doo.
You don't know what it looks like. We don't know. We don't want it to look abnormal. We don't want to stand out. And I'm
Have you
whispering
looked at
this,
us in
I'm
a
not yelling.
mirror? Look at this. Look at this.
There's two devices saying this: regular and mange.
The storm chasers. Look at us. They know where we're at. You don't think we can stand out in a crowd? Come on, let's go get our ship. Dyson, do your thing and let's go. I don't want to get trapped on this thing.
Why would we get trapped?
Do your dispel magic thing and whatever. Please.
What?
Can we make sure that
Little
there's no
dark
like
elf friend.
people on the boat?
What?
What you just call
Is there a way to like
Once
check their
again,
people?
something I don't care about. They're not going to be on there for long.
Well, we need to know.
As I'm
are we-
repacking my pistols with dry powder.
We need to know: are we going on board fighting, or are we
Well-
going on board running?
When do we
We're
ever
supposed
not have to
assume
fight
we're
for
going
anything?
on board fighting.
Just in case. I mean,
if the ship is empty, then we know we just need to cut and run. Whereas
okay,
if
look. How about you do this?
board-
Dyson
Gotta be
dispels the
prepared.
magic so I can see where I'm stepping and I don't kill myself. Make sure there's no weird explodey things on it. I'll go on, secure the ship, and then I'll call you guys on board. Because then you guys don't get your hands dirty.
You're actually going to do like roguish
I'll
stuff.
just
Yeah,
You're actually gonna do rope.
okay.
that's what I'm here
gonna
for,
try,
baby.
I'm gonna try and go up the ropes and go onto the ship on the ropes. Samara, you're muted if you're trying to talk to us.
Pass without a trace on everyone.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna put my hood up with my invisibility cloak, and I'm going to go
Wait.
up the ropes.
Wait,
Wait. First,
wait,
let's cast telepathic bond on everyone.
Yes.
wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yep.
Let's get rid of this illusion thing.
Why?
Oh my god. Okay, I'll wait here. I'll come and get you when I hear the explosions.
Yeah, Tobias might want to check the ship for traps and things.
Well,
Okay,
Dyson has to do his
telepathy.
magic thing because I'm not going to run into Matt. I'll check. I don't even know where to go because there's no gangplank.
I'll send you up there with water.
Once again, I don't want to be hoisted with a jet of water.
Okay,
I
it's
was
either that or you can
amazing.
climb up.
Don't you have something that makes you fly?
No.
Does anyone have Tensor's floating disc?
Yeah.
Did we have those still?
They were
Well, you
only for
have
that one
the
ship that
bag.
crashed horribly. And
Does that bag work only up to that ship? Let's pull that bag out and try it.
Dyson, can you make sure this thing's safe first before we get on it? Please.
I will cast Detect Magic, you big fucking baby.
What? It's gonna detect magic. It's freaking got an illusion on it.
So as you cast Detect Magic, Thyson, roll D100, please.
Uh-oh.
Oh great! All magic screwed now. Damn it!
Oh, the veil collapses.
Yeah, Thyson rips the veil. It disappears. There's no more magic on the world.
63.
63. There's a moment where you're having a hard time controlling there. You guys watch as a pulse of arcane light kind of rebounds slightly. You do sense the illusionary magic. You also sense down, like in the hull somewhere, is a glyph of destruction designed to detonate the ship if anybody sets foot on the deck. And it's extremely powerful, and it's kind of pulsing with a strange arcane glow, like maybe it's not stable.
I don't know what you guys want me to do about that.
You can't
Oh,
dispel
did-
it?
Can we dispel the...
It's probably going to explode anyway.
If you dispel the glyph?
Yeah.
Yeah, take a chance dispelling the glyph. We'll just hide behind some boxes over here on the wharf.
Okay.
Is it gonna be like a 1 megaton bomb that's gonna like turn us to glass? Come on, man. You know, nothing ever
let's
goes
see.
quite the way you want it
Where-
to. I don't know. That ship rental sounded mighty good right now. I don't want to blow up.
I'll have my little homunculus cast Dispel Magic at 8th level.
Should we all back away?
Wait. But let us be way far away, and he goes out there to his maximum
Have your
range.
homunculus roll a D100, please.
Wait. How close to the edge of the ship is that ward?
Only he can see it. It's down inside the interior hull of the vessel. It's in the
Is
very
it close
center
to the
where the
bottom?
main mast like runs through the vessel. It's very strategically placed, and it's a very powerful glyph, but it's kind of unstable right now.
You guys 65.
65. He has the same subtle experience, but as he casts, the glyph fades for a brief moment, and as it does, it's beginning to build up again. Almost like it's capable of refreshing itself.
Oh.
It's currently deactivated, but it's gradually refilling. Give me an Arcana check.
Yeah, I'm like, can I guess how long?
Yeah,
Okay. 24.
24. 15 minutes and it'll restore itself.
How
Well,
long?
is that long enough to get down there to do an anti-magic field away around it, and like rub it out?
Oh, there's always plenty of time to rub it out.
You know.
There she goes. The subtle innuendos
me.
start.
That wasn't me. That was him.
No. You can't have us believe that nowadays. You've been with us 2 years now. Okay. All right. Is there a way of defeating this thing, Dyson, or not?
Defeating it like it has like a mine or something. It's just a ward. I can't kill a ward like this.
Okay, so you can't dispel it. It's beyond your abilities as a charlatan magic user to dispel it.
Fuck you,
The
Clovis.
person that did it's much more powerful than you. So you're telling me that the other magic user is way more powerful than you, and you can't defeat his magic?
It's Qualish.
I hate this guy.
Qualish is probably level 30.
Well, it's just level like 100.
What are you talking about?
Levels?
How
What's this
far
level
is
thing you
how
speak
far
of?
is the trip that we're trying to do?
How far?
It was like
Couple
4
days.
days by air, 3 or 4 days by air, I thought, and then by water it was a couple days longer, and then by land it was like weeks.
Well, by water was based on when you were up in Hollyhead. So now that you're
No, I thought
down,
you were basing it from Nicodranus.
No, it's
'cause
farther.
You guys were in Hollyhead because you were thinking about taking a boat,
Can I do a survival
which you
check?
could have gotten a boat up in Hollyhead. You just didn't try.
Can I do a survival check to see?
Yeah, but we couldn't get a
you would
flying
know-
boat.
It would be about 5 to 7 days by boat, 3 to 5 days by airship.
Oh,
A couple weeks, 2 to 3 weeks before, but now you're a week closer. So 2 weeks by horse.
I go on board.
Oh,
How are you
God.
getting on board?
Up the rope.
No gangplank.
Okay, I jump.
I bet the
Okay.
water
I was gonna-
lifting
I was-
probably sounds pretty good right now, huh, Tobias?
I was going to climb up the rope.
So Fire, you're. So
Gonna
who's
try and
doing
climb up the
what
rope.
at this point?
Okay,
Fire,
this is what I want to do. I want to go on board. I want to find the user manual. Remember the huge user manual?
Oh yeah.
Because that might tell us how to disconnect the ward. I got 15 minutes to do it.
As a prolific wizard myself, I also do that. I leave out manuals on how to dispel my arcane wards. Step 1, be short, rat. Step 2.
I love you,
So-
Dyson.
Tobias, you're trying to get on the ship, and Fire, you're going to try to climb the rope to get on the ship. Is anybody else doing anything?
I'm staying in the water. I'm gonna let them
Wait,
handle
are
it.
you in the water?
Are we
Well,
on the
we
dock?
were-
or
we were
are
on
in
the
water?
dock.
We were
on the dock.
Staying in the dock.
Did you jump in the water?
She just jumps in the water. I'm a dolphin. Ride me. No.
Oh my God.
That was good. Good one, Bash.
Great.
Good one, buddy. All right.
So, anybody else doing anything? I know that Samar's staying on the pier. Fire's trying for the rope. Tobias is going to try to leap up onto the deck somehow. Mara, Thyson, Asborn, you three doing anything at this point?
I don't do the magics. I am waiting.
Okay, you're waiting on the pier as well. Thyson,
I do the
Asborn.
magics, but I'm not doing it.
I'll stick on the
Inventory.
pier also. I want to watch it from afar.
I'm
I want to watch
this dumb
what
motherfucker.
Tobias does.
He's not my problem.
So, Thyson, Asborn, Mar, and Samar stay on the pier. Two things happen. One, the minute that Fire touches the rope, she disappears. There's like a puff of smoke. Tobias, as you leap, give me an acrobatics check as you leap to grab onto the edge of the deck of the ship.
Okay. Acrobatics. I got a 27.
And puff of smoke. Tobias is gone like a puff of arcane smoke. And neither of them are seen anymore.
Damn it.
Idiots.
We're gonna have to
Later,
go save
idiots.
Mara, do you have true sight?
them. I do not. In fact,
Tyson? True sight? Asborn?
I do not.
Cool.
We gotta go. Okay,
No.
what if
I'm-
let's just go on the boat. Let's go on the boat because
No, because when they went on the boat, they poofed out and they might be like gone or dead.
I'm going to
or
use
in an alternate
message
dimension or
to Tobias asking, "Are you alive? Please respond."
No response.
Mm.
They are in here.
they could very well be.
Let's go check. I'm gonna go jump on.
Well, I guess we have to go.
I think that's really the only thing we can do.
this is what we're doing. It's
We're
like
just
Gates of
going.
Hell all over again. We're just jumping.
Yep.
We have to save them.
The anguish on Mara's face is just so great.
All right, off we go.
Here we go again.
So one by one, each of you leap to try to reach the deck, and then one by one, poof, 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 poof. All 6 of you are sitting inside of a very tight iron cage.
Well, that
In
hurt.
the
Okay.
cage, you can also see Fire and Tobias sitting there as well.
One cage or individual cages?
Oh no, one big cage that you're all in.
Well,
And all of you immediately recognize the lower hull of the vessel. There are no doors or any locks on this cage. It is a heavy caged structure. You're now looking at the glyph about 40 feet from you that's embedded onto the mast that's come through down into this hold section, and it's gradually, slowly recharging.
great.
Looking behind you and around you, the entire hold is empty. There's a steel plate underneath the cage. Everybody give me perception checks as you examine the cage in a little bit more detail.
Perception.
Oh, that's nice.
Ooh, that's
That is a 26.
24.
32. I got a 32.
23.
He won out.
There are glyphs in the corner of each part of the steel plate. Hard to see what they are, but they are also gradually recharging. And now you can see lines of arcane light leading towards the mast, and then down deeper into the hold, up into the deck. It seems like this is connected to a series of other things around.
Can I, before it's fully charged, can I swing at one of the
Glyphs.
thank you.
It's out of arm's reach.
Out of arm's reach.
Yep.
When we were on the ship before, was it only in the bedrooms that the ship responded to our wishes?
I mean, not that you recall. I mean, it
It
reacted.
was all over the ship?
It felt like it reacted wherever you were. Yeah.
Can I dagger of returning one of the glyphs before it recharges?
You go to reach for your dagger. Doesn't feel magical anymore.
God damn it.
Well, I'm going to try and cast light. See if it...
Can she cast?
Light.
Nothing happens.
Tobias, can you shoot?
Yeah.
Shoot a glyph.
Well, let's
Shoot
try.
the glyph.
Okay.
Give me a d20.
All right.
Both of you.
It's going to be a 34.
You watch as the bullet streaks across it. If it's one of your magical bullets, nothing happens. It just kind of scratches across the glyph. And go ahead and roll for damage.
Wouldn't the duplicate's bullet not be magical?
No, everything that he does is duplicated.
You guys look around. There is no duplicate Tobias anywhere.
Only one Tobias.
Oh, okay. So the damage. So you said if
in my
it's
pouch and pulling out a piece of candy.
so if it's magical, it doesn't do anything, or should
Yeah,
I
if you
roll?
use any of your
Magic,
magical
it's
bullets,
not
they're
magic.
ineffective. So they just do regular penetrating
Regular
damage.
bullet damage.
Okay, no, just bullet damage.
Correct.
Hi, buddy. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
46 points of damage.
Okay. The glyph is shredded. The other glyphs are continuing to recharge. All of your magical abilities and magical effects on your person kind of wink in momentarily and then wink out again. Almost as if whatever's preventing it from working just got weakened. Get the feeling these
I'm
four
going
glyphs are an anti-magic field at this point.
Yeah.
Can I grab one of my
Um,
regular old daggers and throw it at a glyph?
Yeah, give me a d20, see if you can hit it.
I'm gonna
Well,
shoot them with crossbow bolts.
Well, let me get my other two
crossbow?
shots of my three
Crossbow?
shots I can take.
That's a better
Is that-
idea. I totally forgot
Yes.
I had a crossbow.
Shooting them with my crossbow bolts.
20.
Yep, I do that. I shoot 2 bolts.
I can only shoot one, but I shoot one crossbow bolt at another glyph.
20.
That's a non-natural 20
Six.
and a
I got a-
36.
I got a 19.
6
Okay.
and
Go ahead and roll for damage as it hits the
31.
glyph. So you're each going after the remaining glyphs. Tobias is taking out the second one. Your fire, you're going for a third one. Who's going
I
for the
did 10
fourth
damage.
I am.
one? Okay.
Mara. I did 10
That
damage.
is
I did 10 damage on
14.
the second shot. And
14 damage.
The 3 glyphs are damaged, but they're still slowly recharging.
and
Okay, I'm shooting
Okay.
again.
You go again?
Does
I missed
Asborn have
that
any
one.
ranged stuff, or is it all magic? I
and
know
14
Thyson and I
and
are like,
14 on the other one.
Magic.
yeah, I was
I got
like,
an
we're just gonna
11.
sit there like,
I got a 33
Can I
and a
stick my maul through the
35.
hole and try and poke it with the other end?
So Mara, you hit. Fire and Tobias both miss.
Okay, I'm gonna try it.
Oh,
try
that's
it. I'm trying
good.
again.
That's
How'd I miss?
19
You said you
damage.
rolled a 14.
No, I'm giving you damage.
Oh, well, what'd you roll to hit?
Like a
30
32.
something?
Oh, okay, so
And-
14 for damage.
How
Okay.
did I miss?
Yeah.
I did
Well, you guys all
19
talk
damage
over
to
each other. I
mine.
can't hear.
Right.
So,
Sorry. Let's go in order.
so
I got
Mara,
nine-
what'd you get? Damage-wise?
My turn?
Mhm.
Yeah, what
19
damage-wise?
damage.
Okay. So both glyphs that Mara and Tobias were aiming at get finished off. There's only one glyph left. The glyph on the mast is now half full at this point. So you have about 7.5 minutes left.
I'm shooting again.
Okay.
Ah, that's better. That's 17 plus 9.
26 will hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Oh, 5.
Yeah, it's more damaged, but it's slowly
Shoot it,
refilling
Mara!
as well.
Oh, okay. I shoot it.
Okay, roll the hit.
That's 39. No, that
Yep.
can't be 39. And then No,
It's 30
16.
plus you hit, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
Ooh, that was good. 20.
20 points. The last bit of the glyph that was undamaged shreds. And as all 4 glyphs are now gone, the steel plate is still affixed to the underside of the cage that you're in. But all of you feel your magical effects come back. The glyph
Great.
on the mast is about 3/4 full. There's about 3-4 minutes left.
so destroy the glyph on the mast.
Shoot the glyph on the mast. While we shoot the other glyphs. Or
Give it
figure out
everything
how to
you
get
got.
out of this cage.
No, wait. Is
So-
there a lock anywhere?
There's no door, no lock, no hinge, nothing.
It's part of the security process here. I'll try to shoot the big glyph.
Okay.
I'm gonna touch the bars. Does it zap me?
No, but they're metallic of some sort.
Okay.
So 25
Or
to
do you have
hit.
sheet metal?
25.
And there's still
As you guys watch Tobias take the shot, you watch as it gets really close to the glyph, and then it fades and it's gone. And then Tobias, you feel the bullet hit you in the chest.
Ow. Okay.
Go
I guess
ahead and
you have
roll
to
for damage for yourself.
Wait, why? What changed?
well, it probably has another glyph on it.
Well, the glyph on the mast is 2 feet in height, a foot across, and it's just slowly building up its charge. It didn't look the same as the other 4 that you just dealt with. This looks very
It could be
different.
that this one needs to be defeated with magic means.
Okay. Underneath us, is there still more other glyphs? There were glyphs on the plates underneath us, or
No, those are gone. You guys just destroyed those.
Okay, can I pull out my dagger of returning?
Yeah, you pull it out.
Magic.
Yep.
Can I throw it?
You can throw
it may end
Go
up
ahead.
in you. If
Oh,
you
natural
throw it at
20!
that.
Oh, this is gonna hurt, isn't it?
I got four.
As it goes towards the glyph, it fades and disappears, and you're like, "Whoa!" You feel something sticking out of your stomach.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage for
Yeah,
yourself.
roll that damage, yeah. Okay.
Can we lift the cage up?
Hey, give
Oh,
me
match
athletics or
one.
strength check if you want to try.
That's a nice 16 right there.
Wait, just to clarify, right? we can use magic again, right? We can
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Someone hit a spell. Maybe spell. Maybe not a bad one though.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I mean, I rolled
Throw
a
a
natural
fireball at
20. I rolled a natural 20 on my strength, so I got a 23.
Hey.
23. It's weird. It's just enough height for you to put pressure, but as you try to push, you realize you got to compensate for everyone standing on it. So it's like
Jump?
So it is attached.
Yeah, it's
to the bottom.
completely around, and I mean you're standing on the
Well,
grate as well. And it's just
I'm just gonna teleport out.
give me a D100.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Are you
I don't
teleporting or
like
dimension dooring?
that. Dimension dooring.
Give me a D100.
While
Are
he's
you
doing
taking
that,
someone with
could I
you?
cast a
I'm
low
half
level
in a
moonbeam
barn
on
and
it?
half out of
Well, I
a
love how
Whoever's next to me.
finally get a
98.
puzzle with you guys, and it's like a crowd of chickens leaving a chicken coop. It is hysterical. No
I got
one would
a
ever
98.
guess we've been playing for over 2 years.
We don't have the patience for puzzles. We like to hit things.
Clearly, we're level 18. We're gods. Quit fucking with us,
Well-
right?
Will
Okay.
Tobias fit through the bars?
By the way, you guys are attempting to steal one of the most notorious artificers' ships, and it never occurred to you that he left it here on purpose, knowing that he wanted to trap you.
Well.
I didn't
That's fine.
ask.
That's fine. I'm just,
I don't
throwing it
care.
out
I did not
there.
ask.
Oh, is double
I take
Tobias
what I
back?
wish.
Hey, if anything, we're predictable. So now, be quiet.
Tobias's double is back now because the anti-magic field is gone that was containing the cage.
Okay.
Asborn, if you're dimensioning door out, I need a D100.
98.
98. As you dimension door out, you are back in Beowulf Castle.
Whoa.
Okay. So Asborn's no longer with us.
Bring help!
Bye, guys.
Okay, so
Uh,
could I try like a low level moonbeam on it and see if it's like I don't want it to do too much damage on me.
It's gonna hurt, isn't
Wait,
it?
I mean,
We already know what's going to happen.
We
don't
yeah,
don't
it's
though.
We
gonna
haven't
hit
tried
you.
to spell yet.
Okay. So wait a minute. So the
I'm
gonna
bars.
try and-
How close are the bars together?
They're maybe 2 inches apart.
Oh, geez.
Oh, I can slip through then. No, I'm just kidding.
Ooh, Samara, turn into
You guys
a,
have
like,
about
a
2
cricket,
minutes left till the glyph detonates.
What do you want me to turn into?
like a cricket or something that can go through 2 inches.
I can go through there, but what's that going to help?
Then be Samara again.
What if
And
I
then
just
you'll be
misty step
outside.
through?
I don't know.
Can we dispel it again?
Okay, so everything. Let me get this straight so I know what's going on. All of the other glyphs are destroyed.
So the metal plate that you guys were standing on, those 4 glyphs are gone. Those clearly were an anti-magic field.
Okay.
How far away is
So
the
your
glyph?
magic abilities are back. The cage you're in has no door, no hinge, no lock. The slats are all 2 inches apart, and it's completely all the way around connected to the steel plate. So if you try to lift it, you have to lift yourselves as well.
Right.
The mast is 40 feet away with a giant detonating glyph on it. And you can see all the tendrils of arcane light leading from it to other spots within the ship and leading up into the top of the hold of the ship as well. So far, physical attacks on the glyph have rebounded back at you physically.
But we're saying like we haven't tried a magic one yet.
I haven't tried magic yet. No.
Okay. I would like
Let's
to try a
dispel it
magic one
again.
first. I would like to try a
Yeah,
magic one first,
Moonbeam.
and if it doesn't work, I think that we should
What
I
are
should
you
cloud us
doing?
all, and we can not be standing on the deck.
Okay. I
Yeah.
mean, basically the cage is 15 foot squared. So if it rebounds, it's going to hit everybody.
Yeah, do you have like a more focused spell? Moonbeam's like big and powerful.
Not really, unless Thyson has something.
Like a magic missile.
Magic missile.
Fire, do you have like
what-
a
I
firebolt or a
will-
guiding
I will
bolt
cast-
or a...
Firebolt on it.
Low level.
Did you say fireball or firebolt?
Firebolt.
Okay.
Bolt.
Oh, firebolt. Okay.
I got a 25 to hit.
You watch the firebolt fade into it, and then you feel something strike you in the chest.
Okay,
There's
we
an
got
explosion of fire
ourselves.
and flame. Go ahead and roll damage for yourself.
Okay, so Samara, before you blow all that time, let's see if we can get out of the cage. So wild shape out. If you
Well-
can get out wild shape, then mist us from outside.
Okay, that seems like extra steps.
Well, but what happens if you try to leave the cage and the same thing happens to you that happened to Asborn and all of us are SOL again?
Well, that's what I'm saying is that then you'd be stuck. So it's better.
Yeah.
For you to
Yeah,
do
So how
this
about
now?
No,
Misty steps us first?
Yeah, no, let's have her turn us
Misty
into
Clouds
turn
us
us
first.
into clouds first.
Poof.
Give me a D100, please.
Oh God,
But that takes a minute, doesn't it?
it
Mhm.
does. I don't even.
It takes a
I'm
minute,
not
which
even
will
gonna
leave
look at it.
barely a minute left on the detonation of the room.
Right. That's why I was saying if we should.
Okay, hold up.
Well,
I
while
gotta
she's
find-
doing that, can we try and dispel it again?
Where the
You
hell
guys
am
tell
I?
me. You're in the cage, not me.
Is the homunculus here? Or it's
Did Asborn leave?
Yeah, he's there.
Asborn got
Oh, here it is.
pushed out.
I know, but did he really leave the game?
No,
No.
I think Jason put him
Oh.
in
Here.
jail.
I got a
Oh, okay.
94.
What'd you get?
94.
A 94. You're now surrounded by 4 frogs.
Frick.
5 frogs. 'Cause
Are they
Tobias is-
small enough to fit through the
Ribbit.
bars?
They are not. They are bullfrogs.
Ribbit.
God damn it. I don't know what to do.
Ribbit.
Get the feeling that you're trying to invoke the effect, and somehow polymorph occurred.
Ribbit.
Yeah, but I didn't want to polymorph them into that. Okay, what if I try to polymorph them? Would that Misty make them into clouds?
Don't know.
Ribbit.
I'm gonna cast it.
Magic's pretty
I don't have time.
uncontrollable right now. Give me another D100.
Oh God.
Who'd you
Okay.
cast it on?
All of you.
You have enough to cast it on all of us?
Oh, you're right. Polymorph is only 1. Damn it. I cast it on Mara, I guess.
Ribbit.
75.
Why don't
75.
you just
Let's
you
get
and
on
Mara-
Mara.
dispel her polymorph more?
What?
You and Mara are now
Can't you just
treading
dispel
water,
your polymorph?
Oh, under the water.
and you guys
But
are
they're
back
stuck in
out
there.
amongst the piers and the ships.
Okay, I'm gonna try and headbutt myself to give myself 1 point of damage, or however much it takes for, frogs have.
Yeah, you like slam yourself into the bars, and then you're back in your fire form.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast dispel on the glyph again.
Okay, what level?
9.
9. It immediately fades, and it's now slowly recharging again. You have 15 minutes.
I'm gonna flick Thyson and Tobias.
Yo, what's good? Here, I'm gonna try one.
I'm gonna try and push my homunculus through the little gaps in the bars.
It's literally 2 inches
Flatten
apart.
him.
Yeah, that's a
Flatten
little
him
dash.
and-
Oh, he's very small.
Just squish him and
Yeah, I'll. You know what? Give me a strength check to see how well you can do this. Like shoving him through, and he's very much adiposing through the bar, almost
Very
like liquid
strong.
taffy.
16.
16. His little arm rips off when you do it, but the rest of him
Aw.
is waddling around and just kind of waddling outside of the cage.
hand him his
I'm
arm and see if
going-
he can stick it back to himself.
I'm going to recall myself to different sorts of creatures of old. And do I know any creatures that consume magical objects?
Ooh, that's a good one. There are these little creatures that you've done some study of that exist in the Shadowfell. They are little creatures called bogarts, and they're often attracted to magical items and been known to be quite lethal when destroying them.
Okay, this is my best shot. I'm going to turn the little dude's going to turn himself into a bogart.
Roll D100.
Yeah. 52.
52. You watch as your homunculus, and then there's a little cockroach just kind of skittering around.
Oh, come on, get it. I'm going to cast my own polymorph on him this time.
Okay, D100.
63.
63. There's now a small, creepy little bogart creature right there. The glyph is about 3 minutes consumed. There's 12 minutes left.
Eat it, motherfucker, eat it.
You watch as the bogart goes over, and as he tries to attach himself to it, you look down and he's chewing on your leg.
Of all the days, of all the things. Oh, wait. It means he was able to fit through the iron bars?
No,
he
it was
poofed.
the bamfed. He poofed. So I'm going to pull up the magic goggles and I'm going to see if I can look for the source of that reboundy thing. Reboundy spell.
Throw on the magic goggles, and you're blinded by the amount of magical effect around you. And as you try to stare and peer, there's something odd about this glyph. Give me an Arcana check.
Can I give her advantage because I'm so good at that shit?
Sure.
Negative. Cool. Advantage. Okay. Come on, girls. Well, I got a dirty 19.
She's describing for you, Thyson,
We have a
what she's seeing
What I
through her
see?
goggles. And this glyph is known as an indomitable glyph. It is not capable of being dispelled. As far as you know, this is such high-level, high-tier magic. It's even above your pay grade at this point. This is something that you've only ever read about in the most rarest and deepest back portions of the most kind of like dust-ridden library shelves of some of the most notorious academies that you've visited.
Can't get rid of it. That normal way.
Give me an insight check, Dyson.
Natural 20, 22.
Because it's a natural 20, it suddenly occurs to you. This glyph and everything on here was set back when Nicodranus was under Shulemon's control. It was set before the veil was weakened. It's a possibility, if you allow the glyph to detonate, it may not detonate. Because magic is wild right now.
Jason loves making magic wild. Just saying.
Wild
Well,
magic.
if you
is
guys
more
can
fun
get out of
than-
here, get out of here, and I'll just wait. It's my fault we're here.
Don't worry about it. I'll stay with you. It's fine. One last thing though. I sent out the Bogart. How close can he get to the glyph before they get poofed back in?
Within a foot.
Like a foot of it?
Yep.
Okay. Do I have like a...
Well, do we want to get out onto the ship and then maybe send your homunculus to try and trip it?
Can you maybe heal me before this blows up, just in case?
Glyph is now halfway gone. There's like 7 minutes left.
How damaged are you?
I took 43 points of damage from that shot.
What
You shot
if-
yourself. And
I
the
shot myself,
mangy-
and I don't like me.
And the mangy, like Tobias, has got a big old hole in his chest as well from the shot.
That's okay.
Yeah,
if you heal
but-
me, he'll heal too.
What if I were to
You
like
said
really
40?
concentrate
How much is 48?
on disintegrate and turn it into like more like a continuous beam and just like disintegrate all the wood around the glyph? Cut it out in like a 1 foot by 1 foot square around it. I'm trying to
All right,
excise
take
it.
42 points back.
Thank you.
Welcome.
What do you think of that one? That?
You tell me how you want to accomplish that, and we'll figure out a DC for it.
Is that the max you can give me?
Because I mean, obviously, when you cast disintegrate,
Did you need more?
You're gonna have to check
Is
the
that's the
D100.
roll you made?
I didn't make a roll. I just pick which level of spell, and you get max healing.
Is that the max healing for that spell?
Not for. It depends on what level I cast it at. How damaged were you? That's why I asked.
Yeah, I said 43 points of damage.
Oh,
So I have
okay.
1 hit point. I still have 1 hit point to heal. I was just asking if it was going to kick me up to that 1 hit point, or are you
Yeah,
just
she
saying
pulls
that
out
number?
a Band-Aid and puts it in the boo-boo between your eyes.
All right. No, I'm just asking.
Yeah,
I was asking.
'cause
That's all.
It was 4 times 8 is
Oh, okay.
32 plus 10. So
Okay. Okay, that's
So-
fine.
30,
I'm good.
42 points.
Are you casting disintegration, Tyson?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually.
No,
I'm gonna take.
don't do it.
I'm gonna take out the cool magic staff from forever ago that I still have,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna try and like pump magic missiles around the glyph to try and blast it out.
Around the glyph. So you're not actually aiming at the glyph itself.
No, I'm trying to create an exclusion zone around the glyph so it just falls out naturally since it's on wood.
Okay. Magic missiles
about-
automatically hit. How many charges are you using?
Let's do the whole thing.
Okay.
What about
this-
having your homunculus cast an anti-magic zone around the
what?
glyph?
Around the glyph. That's just gonna make it like restart, and it's still gonna be there. It can't be disabled.
And
Destroyed.
plus, you have to roll on your random magic chart, which is not going to.
Well,
It's going to end
yeah,
up turning
but
us
the
into
anti-magic zone, we make the anti-magic
frogs
zone,
and
and then
shit.
maybe we carve it
Hmm.
off of the. We carve it off of the.
There's
How does
4
it-
minutes
how does-
left on the glyph.
How does that carve it?
No, we would carve it
to
manually.
whom it may
with knives
concern.
Or swords.
I,
or
Tobias
whatever.
Fairweather, leave all my worldly possessions.
I'm just
To-
doing the magic missile thing.
Oh,
Go as
Okay.
you do the full charge of magic missile. Give me a D100.
shit.
Watch this roll. Watch this swag. 85.
85. You watch as all the magic missiles start going for the points around it, and there's pieces of wood falling away, gouts. I think if you do all the magic missiles, it's like 12d12, or it's like A whole bunch of them shoot out, right?
It's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. How many shoot out?
Magic missile does 3 plus 9, so yeah, 12.
So 12 of them will come out, right?
Yeah.
And then so 12. Roll 12 d4s, just so I have a base damage number to work with.
And then plus the ones, so about 44 force damage.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the wood's been chipped out and cracked. There's even a slight section near the abdominal glyph where you can see the wood, because it fractured in a lengthy piece. Part of the upper portion of the glyph is slightly damaged. You get the feeling that if you do this maybe 5-6 more times, it might work.
I'm out of. That was all the magic missiles in the staff.
There's some merit to the idea. Damaging the mast is definitely working.
I'll do it.
Yeah,
I'll do it with my guns.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
gonna-
guiding bolt it. No, that's radiant damage, not force. Would radiant damage wood?
Depends on
So
your
good.
I know.
D100.
So
I'm gonna do fire bolts on it too.
25 hit.
Okay, anybody using magic on it, roll D100 for starters.
I'm not using
To
magic, I'm just
hit
doing
the areas around the glyph, it's a 12 or higher.
Oh shit! Okay.
As long as
I
you're
got
on
a
12
9
or
hit
higher,
then.
on ranged attacks on that, you can do it. Then we'll add up everybody's collective damage. But if you cast any magic effects, I need a D100 first.
Do I have? No, I don't. Okay.
8 and then plus
Yeah,
Okay, well-
I got a 9 for the D100.
3.
A
I will
9.
shoot with my crossbow.
You hit
Uh-oh.
yourself. Roll damage for yourself.
I'm shooting with my crossbow.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit. 12 or higher.
How many times can we hit in a minute? Because I want to just keep loading and
I
shooting.
mean, you get the feeling your crossbow's not going to do a lot of structural damage. It's mostly just going to stick into the wood.
As long as it splits it.
Well, I mean, maybe 100 bolts.
I'm aiming for that split.
Sure. I mean,
So
it's a big, like, rotund, like, mast that goes all the way up to the 50-foot section of the mast. So this is a 50-foot section of mast that you guys are trying to destroy.
Okay, so
Right.
my first volley did 61 points of damage.
Okay. Huge chunks. And you watch as this very long split starts to run up into the ceiling. As the weight of the mass shifts from the damage.
Well, it's kind of shitty that we have to destroy the mast
Oh well.
on the ship we wanted to steal.
So can I look at the place where I could shoot it to where it would just snap the rest of the way off and try to hit that?
You can give it a try, sure. Your passive is high enough.
All right. I'll roll for my attack anyway. So
Dyson, anything else you want to try?
24 to hit.
More fire bolts.
Okay. Give me a D100.
88.
You're good. You have a series of firebolts coming out and striking and damaging the mast even further. We'll say you hit it 4 times, so roll damage 4 times.
Okay. 20 fire damage. 20 fire damage. 23 fire damage. 15 fire damage.
Nice.
63 and 15, 78.
The center point of the mast fractures. The
52
abdominal
points.
glyph kind of fractures with it, but the upper portion of the mast fractures down and slams into the bottom of the hold, punching through the bottom of the hold, and then you hear it
Oh, man.
crash deeper into the ballast hold below it, and it the whole thing shifts down about 15 feet. The upper portion of the mast is fractured in such a way that the fractured portion of the lower portion is by itself now. There's a lot of damage done to the bottom of the mast. The glyph is 3/4 of the way full. The remaining bit of the mast is quite heavily damaged. Another round of solid shooting, fire bolting, and whatever you're doing should free the chunk of wood or mast from itself.
I'm gonna try and
Okay.
guiding bolt it and see if that does damage to it.
Okay, give me
I'm not
D100.
sure if radiant damage would do it.
15 points. 15. So that would be 67 points of damage.
Okay. Fire. D100.
Yeah.
You want to bring it to me and I'll read it for you?
Yeah. What happens when it's like the highest number, the 10?
What's your low number?
3?
So that's a 13.
No, the double number. Is that
Okay,
the
the
one?
double number can't be a 10.
Oh.
It's a 0-0.
Oh,
It's either-
the 0-0. Sorry, yeah, the 0-0.
Oh.
Okay.
So it's 30.
No, I think
No, I think it's
it's a 0-0.
and
I
a
think I got
3.
a 3.
Yeah, a 3.
A 3.
Roll damage on
you're
yourself.
right.
Okay.
Ouch.
Your
I didn't
shots,
draw- I
Tobias. What? You didn't what?
I was gonna say I didn't roll a high one. I didn't expend a high one. I still wasn't sure it was gonna do damage.
The rebound hits you, so go ahead and roll damage on yourself. Tobias, you did an amazing amount of damage to it. It's barely attached to the deck's portion, and it's almost kind of like teetering. Dyson, is there anything you want to try to do?
More firebolts.
Give me a D100.
I'm gonna try it again.
Okay.
I'm gonna do 100.
I got 43.
Okay.
My dice don't like me. I
What
rolled
you-
a 4.
Take damage again as it rebounds on you yet again. Dyson, you blast away. Go ahead and roll for final damage. You only need to get about 21 points of damage to blast it.
I got 23.
Okay. You watch as the chunk of this mast teeters over and it kind of rolls slightly, just enough from the damage kind of like knocking it off. The glyph is still recharging at this point, maybe a minute or two to go. You separated the chunk of wood from the mast, but the glyph still seems active.
Let's see if it see if your homunculus can go after it if it moved it out of the sending it back out at us
Hey, wonder if you could teleport it.
spot. Can you teleport other things?
Teleport
The piece of
out.
wood.
Can you teleport
I
other things?
can't.
Can you
I can't
banish it?
approach it.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking. The homunculus.
I love making
See if it
people
can try and
think.
eat it again.
Well, because now it's loose from the ship. Couldn't you just teleport the piece of wood that it's on?
Using what?
I really thought they'd solve it by now, so I'm bringing you guys back in.
Because we're all
Wait, I
idiots.
can't. Shut up. I'm trying my damn hardest.
About a minute and a half left before it detonates.
To whom it may concern, I, Tobias Fairweather, being of sound mind and body,
A disembodied body.
and also speaking for my twin from the first level of hell, I've decided to leave all my worldly possessions to my cat.
All right, I'm going.
She's also dying with you, though.
I'm going to shoot it with a crossbow to see if it still has the rebound effect on it.
Okay. Roll a 12 or higher.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. You feel a crossbow bolt strike you in the stomach.
Okay. 9.
You figured that out yet, huh?
I just wanted to see if it was an area of effect or if it did it to its, if it
If
traveled
my
with it. Traveled
homunculus, who I've dropped the bow guard on, runs up to it, does he just get teleported back into the cage?
Probably. Yes. That's why I just shot myself. Because you weren't sending the homunculus after it.
Are we still here? Okay.
Got about 45 seconds left before it
Such a-
executes.
Just dispel it again.
I can just dispel it again, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
dispel
a
it
little
again.
more time. Yeah, I'll dispel it again. Let's
Okay.
just keep it rolling.
What level?
6th.
Give me a D100.
No, don't do it. I'm sick of being in this cage.
Oh, you should 14.
You rolled a 14.
Yeah.
Do you dispel yourself?
You feel your dispel effect fizzle. You've got 30 seconds left.
Well, Fire, it's been a pleasure. Still wish you were kind of a murderer back in your old days. That would have really spiced up my life. But you've been a good pal. Appreciate it, Thyson. You too. It's funny that you can't. That now that you're finally mortal and can be
before
killed,
that last
you're gonna die in
minute-
a horrible way. But
Before that
hey, it's
last
nice knowing
minute, Before that last minute was up, I wanted to cast Tiny Hut so that we have Tiny Hut around us.
Give me a D100 when you cast it.
you. Oh gosh.
71.
71. You go to cast Tiny Hut, and you feel a purple flash kind of rebound on you. You watch as a portal unstitches in front of you.
The fuck is that?
Oh, I don't want to take the chance for that. I'll take it with that, and I'm gonna jump into the portal.
You watch as Thyson just jumps right into the portal.
What the hell?
I'm the only one left in here? No, Tobias and I are the only ones left
You
in
going or not?
here. Yeah, let's go. Well, I don't know. Let's find Tobias. Yeah.
I'll go and let you know how it is. See you later.
You watch as the
Probably
complicit Tobias
portal to
just
hell.
jump in. Are you jumping in?
Yeah, I'm jumping in.
You jump in. For the rest of you, from the Beowulf parapet looking down into the harbor, Samara and Mara out in the water, treading water, trying to make your way towards the boardwalk and try to get towards the piers yet again. You can look off in the distance where you believe the galleon to be. There's this sudden kind of arcane bright light that just shreds the horizon, and then the light fades. And that's where we're going to finish tonight. We'll be back
Oh,
here.
come on.
We'll be
There
back
you
here
go.
next week to figure out where the fuck they just jumped into and what happened to Qualish's ship. It never occurred to any of you it was a trap.
Of course, we thought it was a trap.
No, I didn't think it was a trap.
I wanted to take the chance to have a flying ship.
Why do you think I didn't want to get on the boat?
Oh man, he's so stupid.
Oh my god!
The chance of having a flying ship was well worth it.
Qualish is stupid, but the Chained Oblivion might not be.
But imagine the Chained Oblivion and Qualish working from an inner monologue perspective. I thought for sure you guys would bypass it. I really did. I've had this trap set since you lifted the siege of Nicodranus.
For that
But
long. My
yeah,
God.
it's been there. Yeah, I've had it set forever. Since that point. It's fucking hysterical.
And he wonders why we're paranoid.
Right?
That's the thing that makes me laugh. He gets on us about being paranoid And
And
look at
after
his
we finally-
machinations that he does
After we
against
finally
us.
were like, you know what? We can trust it. Let's go do this.
Yeah, let's go do
Yeah,
it.
why not?
Jason wouldn't do that to us.
Why are
Wrong.
you so paranoid? I've only had this trap set up for 5 months. Don't worry.
Uh-huh.
It's just 5.
And the funny
Paranoia,
thing that I would
schmaranoia.
do every time we meet on a session, I would roll an investigation for the harbor patrol, and I just never rolled anything high enough for them to be suspicious of it.
Oh my
It was
god.
fucking hysterical. It was
All right. Well,
all right, everybody, we're exhausted. It's almost 10
Ugh.
o'clock. Are we playing next Tuesday? Do we know for sure?
I can.
I'm good.
I'm down.
Fine. What day is it? It's
the
the 5th.
next Tuesday is the 5th. Yeah. Are we good for the 5th?
I should be good.
I'm
yeah.
good.
I'm good.
Okay, because I know I'm
Okay.
working that day, and I know Callista will too, because we're closed on Monday. So knowing her, she'll want to work. So, all right, everybody, thank you so much for coming out. Everybody, linger for a bit so we can say goodbye. But thank you. Monday nights, Pike's Promise. Tuesday nights, Denizens and their Masters. There is nothing going on this weekend, folks. There are no games. There's no games this weekend. We are
4th of July.
taking a 3-day weekend off. So we'll be back to our normal schedule the following week. So do not look for us this weekend. It is 4th of July. It's a long holiday. It's only supposed to be 89 degrees here in Southern California. And
We're still going to be in the pool.
We're still going to be in the pool. We're going to be barbecuing, drinking, drowning children, and praying to the almighty ball.
No,
These are
we're
the
not
things-
drowning
no.
children because
Yes,
the others.
we are.
No,
We
we're
are.
not drowning.
So,
children.
anyways, good night, everybody. Be kind, be safe, play a game. It's good for your mental health. Good night. Good night.
night.
Good game.